Maker.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Lara De-Leuw, and this is the gorgeous Fleur. Sorry.
A mighty terror hawk.
Mighty Terror Hawk. Let me see if I can do the impression. Can you remember? I can't remember the woman's name. What's the woman's name?
Zelda.
Zelda, and her son's Youngstar, isn't it?
That's me. Oh
yeah, that's my impression of him. There we go. It took me years to get that. Years. How are you anyway, my lovely?
I'm good, thank you, love.
Yeah.
Great to be with you today. It's been ages.
I know. I forgot who you are. Who are you again?
I can't remember. Zelda.
Zelda. Yes, brother. I'm going to just be doing that at you now constantly for the rest of the show. It is going to be an amazing show as well. Now, we did show you a little bit of what's coming up. I'm going to show you again because I love these. So, amber. What's your thoughts on amber?
I absolutely adore amber, and I think our amber is the best quality amber that I've seen anywhere because of the settings that we put them in.
They are gorgeous settings, aren't they?
Absolutely beautiful, yeah.
The silver work I do find on pieces are absolutely stunning. Now, these are coming up in about 20 minutes. They are on pre-order as of this exact moment. At least I hope they are, because if not, then that would sound silly saying that, wouldn't I? They are on pre-order right now, and they are gorgeous. They're my two showstoppers. So you've got the connector and you've got the pendant there as well. They're on pre-order. Talking of pre-orders, we're also going to pre-order, or put the open pre-orders on for, goodness me, I can't get my words out at all today, the kit, which is coming up in the next hour. And this kit is gorgeous! Can we have a look at the little, I was going to say little pictures. It's not pictures, it's the real deal. The real deal is that the gorgeous jewellery. I love the earrings.
The earrings are lovely, aren't they? And those little flowers just make them.
They are stunning, aren't they?
Absolutely lovely, yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now, I also want to point out the pearls that are actually in the necklace are in the 9 o'clock kit. We will be opening pre-orders on that at 8 o'clock. So if you want the pearls that are on the necklace, you will have to wait until 9 PM or 8 PM if you want to pre-order. Now, we will show them again at 8 o'clock, so don't worry about that. So they're coming up my next hour. Also coming up, coming up in my next hour is our... Oh, can we just start this show again? Goodness me. These are going to be on pre-order as well. These I love. I absolutely love these because these are the first time I have seen, and I did see some purple in this as well. Oh, there it is. Can you see it? I don't know if you can. Can you see the purple? I bet you can't, can you? There. Ooh. Okay, so it's labradorite. It is stunning, gorgeous. I love the purples that come through and the blues that come through as well. They are just perfect. They're on pre-order. And talking of blues, neon apatite. Derek was very right in saying it is very, very difficult to get any quantity of neon apatite. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gemstone and very limited. I don't have a huge quantity of these for obvious reasons, but they are here and they are going to be available in my 7 o'clock hour, but you can pre-order them now, and that I would suggest you wanna pre-order. Also, you need to see this. Now I know what's in them because there are sticky notes on the back of it to tell me which one's in which box, because there were too many boxes for me to remember. So they are mystery boxes, they're my star buys. Can I actually say what, rather than saying what's in what box, can I just give an idea of what is in the boxes? Okay, so we've got purple tiger's eye, sterling silver diamond cut rings, you might get an idea of, I'm going to mix them around, multicoloured aquamarine, and caramel banded agate. Now which one's which? Although I've probably given it away by going... Which one? Which one? Now, there's a couple of them will be going under 20. That's all I'm saying. Talking about under 20, how about we start the show with under 20? Does that sound good? Can we do that? Let's do it. Let's start under £20. Where do I start is the question. I'm going to go right here. With some... beryl. There's only 21 chances of these. It's guaranteed to go under £20. Beryl! In fact, this would go gorgeous with your hair.
It would, wouldn't it?
I love your hair.
My next hair colour is on that strand as well.
Are you going green?
No.
Blue?
Yeah.
Amazing!
And it's going to be an aquamarine blue as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You're going to do like sort of like a unicorn blue, or is it going to be?
Yes, yeah, like a unicorn blue, yeah.
You look so pretty. Can you do half
I just
and
want
half
to
as
be
well?
a My Little Pony.
Do
That's
you?
all it is.
I actually prefer the My Little Ponies now. I love My Little Ponies. Don't get me wrong. I always love My Little Ponies, but their eyes are so much cuter now, aren't they? They're a lot cuter.
Yeah.
They are. You make a cute My Little Pony. Talking of cute, this price is going to be cute as well. So we are looking at beryls. They are the family that the gorgeous emerald comes from. We did see that wonderful strand of emeralds. So why not add this to your order if you've already opened those orders today? They are just lush. You've got those wonderful morganites, your pinks. You've got those beautiful greens in there. Oh, heliodores. They've got wonderful colours, aren't they? Gorgeous through and through.
So lovely to see a beryl strand with each individual colour as well. So a few years ago, sometimes the beryl strands were, is it slightly, you know, is it a yellowy pink, or is it, these are definite morganites and aquamarine tones there. Yeah. And that size is just perfect for, you know, beautiful stretchy bracelets or making beady beads, add them into your wire work, they're gorgeous.
Price-wise, $11.95. They are stunning. So in this particular family, you've got your morganites, as we mentioned, heliodores, as we mentioned, aquamarines, as you mentioned, and you can see those colours running through this strand, and they are gorgeous. Perfect baby tones, aren't they? Pastels. If you've got your multicoloured hair, or you know someone with your multicoloured hair, saying her name's Fleur, they do go so beautifully with them, and it complements it so well.
It does, and with a strand like that, you'd be tempted just to restrand it and maybe pearl knot, which we're going to show at 9 o'clock.
You are, of course, yes. Sorry, I didn't mention that, did I? So at 9 o'clock, I want to say we are Fleur is demonstrating pearl knotting at 9 o'clock. So if you've never done it before and you've always wanted to, you need to stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fantastic, fantastic introduction to it. And I get a strand of these, get a couple of strands of these, $11.95. Already got multi-buyers on this one, which is fantabulous. Fantabulous. Now there is only less than 20 available, I'm afraid. That is it. So if you see it, you like it, you love it, you want it, hop on the website, hop on those phone lines, maybe not hop on the phone, because you might break it.
Yeah.
You might. Now I'm going to leave those final few there with you. The next item I'm going to bring to you is, ooh, some Baltic Cherry Amber. Hello. Oh, I love this one. Have you seen this one before? I love the fact the head comes forward slightly. Which one? This.
Oh, that's nice.
Is really pretty. I'm showing the front, but I'll say the front. I suppose it is the front, but if I turn it round, I'd want to see that side. How amazing are they? Which side would you have it?
I'd have it on the other side because I like that clean contemporary lines. But then if it did turn over, it's still, because sometimes when you put your, you know, if that's a pendant, sometimes when you clasp your chain up, it's the wrong way round.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter with a pendant like that or an element like that.
Do you know what I like about this one? Is you could use it as, if you're a busy woman and you want a piece of jewellery that you can mix up. So have this as maybe day wear, if it's on a bracelet, turn it round. Nighttime, baby!
Yeah.
I'm going out to party!
And the best thing about amber is it has got, if you believe in the myth and legend and healing properties of amber, and it's then touching your skin when it's the other way around as well.
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Have a look at that. It's always interesting to find out. I've got a little amber bracelet for my little one.
Yeah.
My little one. It keeps... She does wear it, she does. It keeps sliding off, unfortunately, but it's a little anklet that she's got. I love it. But it's such a nice quality of colour. You can see how rich and how deep it is. Now, the price is going to be amazing. There is a good number of these. That's the only reason we've been able to take it as low as you're seeing on the screen right now. £17.95. It is an amazing price for what you're getting. And Cherry Amber, one of the most popular alternative ambers. I say alternative because when we think of amber, we think of the orange amber, don't we?
Yeah.
But this, very, very different. It's the rich tones. The nice thing about this as well is if you look up close and personal to the ones on the side, now normally with Cherry Amber, can you see how clean that one is? That's what you expect with Cherry Amber, but it's nice to actually get the inclusions in the side ones. You do have the inclusions in there as well, which is always, always something we look for. Love that.
I like the connectors on the other side as well, you know, how you were going to connect it in if it was a bracelet. So you've got those elements there. It's really nice, sleek, clean lines.
Brilliant. Now, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be cheeky and naughty. Can I do a mystery box? Can I? There was a mad moment there. Which one is it? Which one is it? And there's actually sticky labels on the back. Which one? I don't know. Which one? This one. At least we hope it's this one.
The sparkly one.
Sparkle, sparkle. It is sparkly. This one's sparkly. No. Oh. Well, I think we know this one's going to be an amazing piece. So, what do we have? I kind of want lights, I want smoke, I want... We are looking at... Oh, hello. The colour your hair will be. The colour Fleur's hair will be. This is multi-colour aquamarine and they are gorgeous. Oh my life, look at the difference in colours that you're getting. You are getting your yellow blues, you are getting your greeny blues, you are getting your very clear blues, you're getting your frosted blues. I mean, look at all the different varieties that you're getting throughout this entire strand. They are beautiful. Now, I've got some good news for you. So we're in a bit of an under £20 moment, aren't we? Oh, no, 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 no. What if I say this strand will be going not under £20? No. What if I said not under £15? What if I said aquamarine under £10? Could it be done? Can it be done? Yes, it will be done. We are going to take this ultra low £7.95. Fleur, what would you do with this epic £7.95 strand?
Lots of things I could think. I would definitely make a stretchy bracelet because it's my birth gemstone and I love my stretchy bracelets. So I'd definitely make a stretchy bracelet. But then I'm thinking a really lovely waterfall pendant, like a lot of chain, and then these on the bottom. But 6mm rounds are sort of like your go-to size. Most guest designers will say that's their desert island size. If you could only have one size of gemstone to work with, it would be 6mm.
6mm.
Because they're beautiful, they're sizable as they are, but you can make a beady bead out of them to make them into a bigger bead, you know, to make a more focal point. They're great for chainmail, great for Viking knit as well.
Brilliant. At £7.95, I'll be getting a couple of them. Get as many of these as you possibly can. They're a great addition to any kit and anybody's stash because we all love blue, don't we? I mean, they did what do you call them? A survey. That's it. They did a survey a while ago to find out what the favourite colour was in the world, and it came back as blue, didn't it?
Blue's supposed to be perceived as like business as well, isn't it? It's like power.
Yeah. It's tranquil at the same time as being knowledgeable. It's supposed to be the colour of knowledge, isn't it? Yeah. The colour of knowledge, hence the business side. In fact, if you wear your navy blue, that's supposed to be a power colour.
Yeah, I watched that programme on BBC One with Alan Sugar, and apparently they make a big feature of all the blues in that programme because of that. Yeah.
There we are. There you go. So if you're in a business and you are wanting to sell your jewellery on, it would be nice maybe to make yourself a necklace or a bracelet in this colour while you're doing your powerhouse blue moment.
That's it.
They are gorgeous though, aren't they? I'm just rocking it back and forth, and every time you look at it, you do find something different. I particularly love the frosting on some of these, and I'm thinking of Frozen. I am thinking of Frozen. I'm also thinking of Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. And I'm looking at these inclusions. I love the inclusions in these.
Do you know, this would go beautifully with my second kit with those sterling silver elements, or any sterling silver, because it's got that sterling silver with that blue gives it such a freshness. It's got that Frozen-esque look. It's just absolutely lovely with sterling silver.
The pearls as well that are in that second kit.
Yeah.
Oh,
lovely.
Oh, they are amazing, by the way, the colours that you see, and just wait until you see it. If you get one of these, hang out for that second kit because it is going to be epic. Epic. Well done, Tina. Well done, Susan. Well done, Brenda. Well done, Glynis. Well done, Pauline. Check your cart out, my lovely, and you'll get yours as well. Wonderful. Congratulations to all of you. Now, how about some black agate? This is huge. This is huge. These are epic.
I've not seen black agate for a long time either.
No, and I've not seen them in these sizes because normally we get, I keep thinking of jet, it's not jet, spinel, and they're normally smaller, aren't they?
Yeah.
Faceted but smaller, but look how much sparkle you get on each and every single one of these. They are amazing, aren't they? Now, there is a limited amount of these, I'm afraid, so if you're wanting to add them to your stash, I suppose I better step out of the way so you can actually see them, then there is about 50 of them available, and they are already flying out. So if you see them, like them, love them, you know what you've got to do. Look at that sparkle. That is disco-esque sparkle right there. It's got that wonderful lacquered effect, doesn't it? Really high finish.
It does look like a bit like a spinel because it's that sparkly, isn't it? It's really, really shiny.
I'm actually surprised just how much sparkle there is. And what you get is the luster, so the light actually hits the surface. And because they're large, they are 13mm, which is one of the biggest sizes I've seen in a long time actually. You do get a lot of surface area. A lot of surface area. I mean, look at that sparkle right there. What would you do with these?
I think I'd use these quite sparingly, so I'd have like probably 3 in a neckline.
Yeah.
So maybe with white pearls.
Oh,
so
nice.
a strand of white pearls and then 3 of these in the middle, or asymmetric. So sort of every sort of like 15 pearls, put 1 of these. So you've got that kind of Coco Chanel-esque monochrome look. But that's what I would definitely be using for. But they're not too big for an earring either. You know, for just an evening earring where you're not going to wear it all day every day.
Yeah.
But just an evening earring again on just a couple of inches of chain, so it's quite a long dramatic look.
Ring, maybe? Because it looks like a really good
Yeah.
substantial size for a ring,
Definitely.
in fairness.
And we've got some wire coming up in the first kit that which you can make rings with.
Let me just squeeze that one in actually. So you can see this is the wire that's coming up in the kit. Beautiful combination of colours there, isn't it?
Really nice.
Love the look. So what can we do price-wise on this is the question. Guaranteed under £10. Wow. £8.95. Huge size to these. Love the look. Use them sparingly. And if you are using them sparingly, that's the thing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 28. 28 on there.
So if you are going to do rings, that's £28, 28 rings that you can do, and you wouldn't be selling them for that price.
No.
Per ring.
No, 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 no. Multi-buys on this one as well. It is a really good strand to multiply on. Multiply? Multiply on this. Multiply on this. Multi-buy. Goodness me.
Jay, it will go lovely with with all the ambers as well, because you've got that perfect backdrop. That would be a beautiful piece.
The amber is coming up in this hour. In fact, it's coming up next. It's my showstopper. Already on pre-order, already very popular. I love this one. Really love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's a bracelet for me straight away.
Do you know with the labradorite as well, because they're quite nice large rounds, that shape would fit around, so you can enclose them with a labradorite
Oh
either
yes, you
side.
could do the other side as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, so you could actually enclose.
I'd have to ignore my fingers in the way there. Just use your imagination. There we are. There we are. They've got that's a really lovely idea. Now it is my... I'll pop them back there. It is my showstopper. Are you ready for it?
I am.
Are you ready for it? Good, it's showstopper time. This is my all-time favourite. I'm not supposed to have an all-time favourite, am I? This is not my all-time favourite at all. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely adore it. I think it's brilliant because it's a gorgeous shape. It's a beautiful amount of silver on it, and it makes a gorgeous bracelet, and that's how narrow-minded I'm going to be on this one, because that's all I want to do with it is to turn it into. I know you can do so much more with it, but I just want to turn it into a bracelet straight away.
I think I'd be with you on that.
It's perfect for it, though, isn't it?
One of the sliding clasp bracelets.
Oh,
Either side. One of the popcorn or the Spiegel ones.
Oh, oh. Oh, I like the idea of that, Fleur.
And so simple. All you'd need is 2 jump rings just to connect it all together. You've got a stunning piece of jewellery there.
That is genius. That is genius. Fleur, you are a genius.
Don't know about
that. And if you put this into any jewellers, it wouldn't look amiss, would it?
Oh, no. If you saw that on in a jeweller's window, it wouldn't look out of place at all.
No.
It would just look like it was meant to be there. And again, they would probably do exactly the same, keep it nice and simple, keep the lines all nice and sleek and clean, and just a chain either side. But if you wanted to bead off of that, it would still look beautiful.
So this is it, the high-end jewellery that we see a lot of tends to be the very simple lines, very simple. It's all about the quality of the material that's being used. So it's about the quality of the silver, if it's silver being used or gold being used, and it's all about the quality of the gemstone as well. And you can see, I mean, I talk about quality a lot. That's one of my things that I always talk about when it comes to gemstones, because it's so important in the pricing of the material and the pricing of the stone itself, in how valuable the stone is and how popular it will be. So for me, quality is important.
Yeah.
Very, very important. And look at the quality you're getting here.
I think with our amber as well, I think it's really cleverly cut, because it's cut with such a depth to it that when the light goes in, you can see all those inclusions, and it just like almost like inner glitters sometimes when you catch some of those inclusions. And I think if it was any thinner, if it was like a slither of amber, you wouldn't actually see that. So to get the depth of amber, you know, is really, really beautiful in a piece like that.
Yeah. They're known as sun spangles. Because they, you know, the glitter.
Yeah.
Like, because they glitter like that, it's because they get caught by the sun and they go, oh, sun spangles.
Oh.
That's what I love. That's a really nice name, isn't it? Sun spangles. But that's exactly what it does. It does look like glitter has been dropped into it. But it's not at all. It's just, it's the way those little nicks and knocks inside catch the light. And you're very right. I mean, it would be very easy for a lapidress to go, do you know what? I can get 2 stones out of that. Trim the top off, smooth it and smooth it. It's 2 cabs then for one, isn't it? But look how deep that is. They could quite easily just chop it in half there as well.
Yeah.
So they've got that wonderful elongation, you've got a fantastic depth to it. And to help it sit beautifully on the wrist or neckline or wherever you want, they've flattened the back as well. Looks amazing. Now what can we do? What can we do price-wise on this one? Guaranteed under £20, maybe thinking. There it is.
That's a lot of silver and a lot of amber for such a small price.
That's very, very true. Now, I'm just want to double check. How much silver is actually in this piece? Does it say?
Could I have a look at it with the apatite? Because I love those 2 colours together.
Oh, do you know, I wouldn't have thought of those two together.
Those 2 colours are lovely together.
Hello.
It's very sophisticated. That's why I don't wear those kind of colours.
Is it me you're looking for? I love that. I love. Other songs are available, by the way. I love that. It's very sophisticated, isn't it?
It is. I think that's a beautiful colour palette, those 2 together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, look at those. I would never have thought of putting those 2 colours together.
So now I'd have to buy 2, one to go on a sterling silver chain, and one to go with those apatites.
Oh. Would you use the whole strand of apatite with it, or would you just use a couple?
I would probably make the bracelet part with the apatite.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd use half of that.
Now, it's not actually giving us the gram weight of the silver, but you can see, anyway, can't you, just how much there is all the way around. I mean, they are, again, substantial amounts of silver. And, of course, you've got the stamping there, 925. So you know it's your 925 sterling silver. There you go. I'd be tempted, actually, even if you were to do the pull chain, I'd be really tempted to wire in.
Yeah. Yes, you could do
a couple of those in the centre bits
definitely.
there. So then you'd have... Oh, that'd be a really nice look, actually.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah. I'm liking that. And I would never have thought that if it wasn't for you. I love you. Love that lady. Apparently that was an aggressive love you. There we are. Now, I have got the other amber as well. So I'm going to bring that one to... Oh, hello. I'm destroying the set. Always. Now... Dun, 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 dun. So this is a gorgeous pendant. You could actually buy this alongside the bracelet and have a combined duo. This is magic. Look, look.
It's like an orb.
It is like an orb.
It's like an orb of beautiful amber honey.
You're going to hate me for saying this, but now you've mentioned the word orb. Oh, has it?
I think with these kind of pendants, what I would this is sort of like a pendant by itself. You could actually pop it onto a chain, but you could also work it into your wirework pieces. You can also pop it into almost like a charm. It's not actually that big. You know, it would be nice for a charm bracelet. You could actually swap and change it into interchangeable pieces. But I think that with one of the chains that's next to you would be absolutely gorgeous.
Apologies for that. There was a little bit of a technical difficulty with my mic, apparently. You are going to hate me for saying this, but you said orb. So now I'm looking at this as, because I love spiders.
Oh yeah.
An orb weaver. So it's called an orb, and it's one of the only spiders that will make webs.
Oh right.
So an orb weaver it's like a garden spider.
Yeah.
So that would make a really great, almost a body.
Yes,
so you can wire work.
You could. It would make a really nice body. You could get some sterling silver wire and make some little legs.
Other insects are available if you don't like spiders. $19.95. Amazing price point. We're going down on that price point though. Are you ready? Huge size to it. A great big orb. $16.95. Now that is incredible, isn't it? That is an amazing price.
And if you buy two, they'll never be the same either. So you could, if you wanted to multi-buy and see which one you like more, so they'll have different inclusions and.
That's very true.
And sun spangles.
Sun spangles.
As I've just learnt.
Yeah, sun spangles. They are fantastic, and the amount of glow that you get from those sun spangles inside the gemstone itself is amazing. Really amazing. And the silver work, gorgeous.
Again, just a really contemporary design, isn't it? It's just really nice and sleek. It's not fancy in its setting. It's just beautiful and smooth.
That is very, very true. And I think that's what I like the most about it.
Yeah.
It's right up there with a high-end sort of jewellery when you're looking at visually how they look in the jewellers. They've got that really strong silver, that really strong colour to the gemstone, and nothing in between to detract from it. And because the jump ring, where the jump ring will go, is facing landscape, you could actually wire that into another piece because you haven't got a portrait landscape sort of combination. Yes. So you just put a jump ring into that and then add it onto a chain, or you could add it into your design of your seed beads or your Viking knit that we're going to do later. And I love that necklace. Oh, it would look amazing on your necklace, actually. It would. Just been told. Did you say 16? Right, there's less than 60 of these available, so it is limited. Imagine it on this. It'd be really nice, wouldn't it? It'd look gorgeous. It would lend itself so nicely to that antique bronze. Absolutely. In fact, I'm just going to bring that in so you can see. Dun, dun, dun. Perfect colour. Perfect colour combination. Do you know what I'm seeing as well? Can you imagine like a dream weaver? And that as the moon, you know, like you could get like harvest moons, which it is like an orangey colour sometimes. That would be amazing. Like a tree of life with that as the moon in the background. Oh, that'd be really lovely. That would be. So less than 60 of these available. Good luck on that one. It's fantastic. Sandra's got 2 of these. Well done, my darling. Well done. Now, for those of you who have only just joined us and you're thinking, oh, I've missed some, have a look to see what is still available. It will be on the website if there is anything still available from the beginning of this hour. And, of course, that carries on throughout the rest of the show as well. But a lot of the items are extremely low in price and will go very quickly. So check those baskets out. Now, did you say we've got a star buy already? It is already, believe it or not, star buy time. Hello. This is going to match, going to give you a guess, the colour that I'm wearing right now. Now, can you remember what items I said were in the boxes at the beginning of the show? If you were watching at the beginning of the show, then you should have guessed. That's my next clue. Is that giving it away?
No, I still don't know what it is.
Really? Okay, let's one more time. Colour, colour. Purple tiger's eye.
Oh, I was going to say rose quartz.
Oh, well, there we are. It was that did it, wasn't it? That's the rose quartz bit. It's purple tiger's eye. It's been ages since we've seen. I love this. I tell you what, the last time I saw this, the lighting was dim and I loved it then. But now we're in this lighting. It's a very dramatic difference. So I can tell you now, it looks great when it's in more dim lighting. It looks incredible when you've got it. Because the chatoyancy that you've got on every single one of these luxurious tiger's eyes is amazing. It is amazing. I mean, that depth of colour. Ooh, I am thinking it's damson colour, it's plum coloured, it's got this wonderful, deep, rich, almost a blackberry kind of tone to it. Last time we saw one like this was months ago. I love, oh look, I don't know if you can see it. I'm hoping the cameras can pick this up. Can you actually see that on the camera? I'm looking at the big screen at the moment and I can't actually see. You can't see the chatoyancy, can you? That is not, oh. Right, this is one of those. Use that 30-day money-back guarantee. Oh, there it is. Can you just make it out there? Let me just. This is what I don't like about cameras. Cameras are not made the same way as our eyes are, and we can see a lot more. Can we see that now?
Oh, that's lovely.
There you go. Can you see it now at the top? There you go. You can see that line, can't you? That's what I'm talking about. Every single one, there you go. Can you see it there? Every single one of these show that chatoyancy. And it is really impressive. Get it home, use that 30-day money-back guarantee. You will not want to send them back. I don't believe you will. I think you're going to love them. They are gorgeous. Oh, what would you do with these?
These are definitely, these are for the wearer, so these are bracelets and rings, so that you can see them. Earrings and necklaces are for everybody else, but this, I'd want to see this all the time, because of that chatoyancy.
And take a look at the price, Fleur.
Oh, wow.
Hello! Yeah, if you want to get more than one of these, you are more than welcome. You are more than welcome to multi-buy at £6.95. It is definitely an amazing price. And look at the length of the strand that you're getting. There is lots and lots and lots that you can do with this. And that's good because there's lots and lots and lots on the strand.
And it's such a, tiger's eye is one of those gemstones that people have heard of as well.
Yes.
So it's not like you're trying to educate, but like with apatite, maybe, you know, your customers may never have heard of apatite, but with tiger's eye, you know, it's quite a well-known gemstone.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to see a purple tiger's eye. It's nice to see that richness of colour. It takes the dye so beautifully and really strong in the colour as well. There's 80 carats that you're getting here. Huge amount. That works out at 8 pence a carat. That's ridiculous.
It's quite nice for gents' jewellery as well.
Oh.
Because it's that dark, it's not sort of like a bright purple, because it's that nice dark, inky purple.
It's almost satiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not satiny, velvety.
Yes, yeah, velvet, yeah.
Yeah. So what gentleman's jewellery would you make with this, dear?
I think something like just a macrame style bracelet with some hemp cords, you know, some dark hemp cords, or one of the lighter, sort of like the natural beige colour. That, and then maybe just one as a pendant on a leather necklace.
Nice. Now, we did have a good quantity of these. We're now less than 100 available. Lots of you multi-buying, which is wonderful. Linda's there with 2, Audrey's there with 3, Dee's there with 2, Sandra's there with 2 as well, Tina's there with 2. Well done to all of you and everybody who's on those phone lines waiting to be answered. I promise you, my darlings, you will be answered as soon as possible. You will, you will, you will. And don't worry, hopefully you'll still be able to get hold of it. Love the look of these. Those of you who have it, those of you who have it in your basket, make sure you're checking that basket out. Oh dear. Shall I just go home now?
No.
Can't get my words out. Can't do anything right today, can I? Oh dear. Tell you what, I'll go home. I'll leave this with you. I'll let you take over, Fleur.
You don't want that.
Oh, you'd be more than capable. At least you can string a sentence together. It's more than I can do at the moment. Now, can we swap roles for half a show?
No.
How would we do that?
This is my comfort blanket.
Oh, is
this
it?
macrame board and this area here, yes.
I've donated my comfort blanket to my daughter. It's on loan. If you're watching this right now, little one, it's coming back to me. It is. I love that blanket. I love my daughter as well, but that's my blanket. It's older than I am.
Oh, that's true love.
See, true love. Mum keeps saying, why don't you get rid of it? Because it's been with me more than I've been here. It was there before I was even out of you, dear. It's outlived me already. It's staying with me. It's getting a bit threadbare now.
Oh, is it?
The nice thing about gemstones is that they don't get threadbare.
They don't.
They last for a long, long time. Now I'm going to leave those there with you. Check those baskets out, my lovely. Now here's the question. Do you have a comfort blanket? Or a toy that you still have from being a kid? Do you not?
Oh, I have got a toy actually, yeah. But I don't think it'll pass safety regulations. Now it's got a great big zip on the back. A big metal zip.
Wow.
A teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Probably
but yeah,
not.
My sons have got it in their bedroom, yeah.
Yeah, I've donated my toys. I do still have toys from when I was a baby as well, which I've now donated to little one. You can have them, they're fine. But the blanket's coming back. That blanket is coming back. So text in, let us know if you have got any childhood toys that you still got, or maybe blankets like I have. 60777 is the number to be sending the text to, and don't forget to start it with JM Studio. I've also got a latch-hooked rabbits. So it was a picture on the wall. It's now a rug on my daughter's floor.
See, I don't get. I think my mum and dad must have chucked everything away.
Really?
I have got bags of my school reports just to remind me how bad I was at school. They kept all those, yeah, and the dodgy pictures of my spiky hair when I was at school.
I had. Because my family were not we're still not very well. We're not well off at all. So I remember going to have first time ever of going from a baby's room to a child's room, and they went, you can have wallpaper, but you've got to choose wisely, because if you're having it, it's going to be there for 10 years. Okay? So as a child, I went, I want the My Little Pony wallpaper. I had it for 10 years. 10 years. My Little Ponies was on my wall. There we are. Right, moving swiftly.
My dream bedroom.
Oh, what was the number again, my lovely? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was white wallpaper with the little ponies on.
Oh.
After 10 years, I went for like a flock that could be painted over, because I learnt my lesson. As a child, you don't learn your lesson. When you've had it for 10 years and you're going into high school and you still have My Little Pony on your wall, yeah. You rethink that one very quickly, don't you? Well, 10 years later. This is gorgeous. I love these little charms. And they are very charming, aren't they? Perfect for this time of the year. Of course, it's Harvest Festival. And have you noticed the leaves are turning?
They are.
They are falling, falling, falling. Now, we're looking at gold-plated 925 sterling silver leaf charms. I'd want to turn them into earrings. I know you got your generic pop them as a charm bracelet, but I'd want to make them into earrings. What about you?
I'd be putting them in the flowers. The little flowers.
Can I just say I've got hiccups at the moment? So if I start hiccuping at you, or looking really bizarrely at you while I'm going, I do apologise in advance. I've not yet mastered how to stop the hiccups. Yes, they look beautiful. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, this of course is coming up with the kit in the next hour. Now you are getting 5 of these. It is your 925 sterling silver, which is then plated with the 18 karat gold over the top. They are amazing. Now we are going to take every single penny off this that we can. £7.95. That is a luxurious, opulent way to finish a bracelet or to make your earrings. Works out at £1.59 each.
That's perfect, isn't it? You take something like the tiger's eye, do a simple bracelet with one of those as a charm in the middle. You know, that's a really beautiful present for somebody, or a gift for yourself, or to sell.
I would really like to cross match the tiger's eye with the neon apatite and add this.
Yes, yeah, that'd be really nice. Because you've got those really strong colours that will go with that beautiful yellow gold.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful look, isn't it? And I'm thinking of chain earrings now. I'm thinking of different heights and having different things on there. So like you said, the rose would be really nice to have it so it hangs just slightly above this, so this bit's underneath, and then something else above that as well would be really lovely. Oh, it's so pretty. And you get 5 in a pack. That's what's so good about these. Love it.
You know, yellow gold's making a comeback as well. There's quite a lot of yellow gold back in collections now. Yeah, jewelry, you know, like jewelry houses collections. The yellow gold is making a big, strong comeback. Ooh. So maybe next year rose gold won't be as strong as it has been for the last couple of years.
Now I'm going to bring to you. Oh, you're going to love this. You are going to love it. Just been called Fagin now. I can't even remember a quote from the film. That's really bad, isn't it? Oh dear. I was in Oliver Twist though. I was in Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Years ago at the New Vic Theatre. Very first professional theatre I ever did that. There we are. I love you, Mike. Mike's again. I was in Oliver Twist too at my primary school. I bet you were brilliant. You were Bill Sykes. There we are. So Mike, our director tonight, was Bill Sykes in Oliver Twist. You had to wave your tankard about. Well, nothing's changed then, has it really? He's still waving his tankard today. This time it's not full of water though. Abalone flat coins are gorgeous. 38 centimetre strand. Love it. Absolutely love them. You don't need to be a Fagin with these because there's loads of them.
Yeah.
You will love them. And they're double-sided as well. So you've got, if you want to twist them, there we are. You've got all the colour you could muster. All the colour you could dream of. I do love these.
They're lovely, aren't they? They just lighten every piece of jewellery that they go into because, like you say, they are the colour. They have got every colour in there. Something like that apatite would be amazing.
Now we're going to drop that price really low again because we've got another star buy coming up very, very shortly. So what can we do price-wise for you today? How about under £10? Under 10 spondoolies, as my brother would say. Spondoolies. Right, I'm thinking labradorite with them. I am. In fact, I'm thinking, because there's so many different colours that go in this particular strand, there is so many different gemstones you can pop it with. Ooh, 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 ooh. How about with your carved rose?
That'd be nice. And then with the antique bronze as well.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Fleur. Oh, it's like you're reading my mind. Not that it was in my mind, but it is now. That's a gorgeous combination, isn't it? Love it. Absolutely love it. Get yourself one of these strands. Love, love, love the look of those. How amazing. They're just magical.
It'd be
Every
really
single
nice
one.
with the pearls from the second kit as well, because you've got that beautiful.
Oh, you've
colours
not
would,
seen the pearls are gorgeous, aren't they?
And they very reminiscent of those colours that are coming through on that abalone.
Is there any way we can sneak that strand? Is it there? Oh, it's there. Oh. That's the one. You teasing me with a strand. Don't tease me with a strand. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Can we just see those two together really quickly? And I will bring you the next item in a moment. But look, this is the strand we're talking about that's coming up in the second kit. You will not believe the price this is going at. Oh, let's go in there. Right, moving on from this one. Now, I'm going to bring to you... Ooh, how about... We've had some purple tiger's eye. Oh, I always dread this stone now after what happened the last time I was on. You didn't see what happened last time. No, let's keep it that way. So, this is tiger's eye.
What happened?
Well, what? So the effect is cat's eye. What's the name for cat in French?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. So what did I say really loudly at the very beginning without explaining what I was talking about?
Okay.
Yeah. 36 chances for this particular little gorgeous gemstone. They are 10 carats. Now this actually hasn't been on since last year. It was November last year as well. So 2mm, don't get that size very often. All fully faceted, all beautiful. Sparkle, would go beautifully with a copper wire as well. Really would, wouldn't it?
It's great for everybody that likes their shibori.
Ooh.
We've got a shibori weekend coming up soon, actually.
Ooh.
If you want to use genuine gemstones rather than seed beads, you can use these in your shibori designs.
Ooh,
so you can use all your seed bead techniques to stitch into your shibori.
And there we have it. Not very many of these available though, and they're already flying. Or prowling out is probably prowling out. What can we do price-wise on these ones, Dan, my darling? Take it low, $5.95. That is incredible. I'm not even going to attempt to count how many are on here, because we'll be here all night, won't we? Oh, we've had a message come through about what they still use from their childhood. Could you pop that on my screen, please, dear? Or Fleur, I'll ask you to read it.
You want me to read it? It's
Yes,
from
please.
Jilly Susie Whatsit. And it says, Lara, you look very glamorous. I still have an egg cup that I was bought for my 5th birthday and I still use 41 years on.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Thank you very much as well. That is awesome. Do I have anything like that?
I don't have anything like that.
I have got, at my parents' house, I was obsessed with mugs. I had so many mugs. I still have a lot of mugs. My husband did sort of put a pile of plates and mugs to go to charity, and I was like, that's my mug, back in the cupboard. And it was an Eeyore mug, pink Eeyore mug, and that's still at my parents' house, and that's about 20 years old. Right, anyway, 20 years or not 20 years, we're about to give you an incredible, incredible star buy in a moment. There is less than 30 of these available, so if you see it, you like it, love it, want it, grab them while you can. Already Janice has, Lydia has, and Karen has. Well done, my darlings. Charlotte's there as well, hanging in the eaves. Going to be checking that basket out soon, fingers crossed. Hopefully you'll grab a hold of one. And can I just say, I want to put these with the roses.
Yes.
Because they are, and I want to put them with your necklace as well.
Yeah. They would be perfect for this kit.
Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. What could the star buy be? Shall we find out? I have got the star buy in this box. Can I just show you the post-it note at the back to tell me which one it is?
It's not my best handwriting.
It doesn't matter about the handwriting, it's the fact that I have to have a post-it note at the back of a box because I can't remember which box is which, because they all look the same to me. Doesn't matter what she's saying, it's on the front, it's the one at the front. I don't know which was the front, they're on different levels. I don't know. It's all the front to me. Now, if you haven't already guessed what's inside the box, it's not caramel banded, of course it is. It's caramel banded agate. Can I just say, every time something in that box changes, so does a post-it note. At least I hope it does. Has been, hasn't it? Now, we've got 140 of these, so we are going to be able to take this to an make. Will you stay where you're put? There we go. Now, there's lots of opportunity for us to take this price really low, and it's also an opportunity for us to give you a chance to multi-buy on this. These have not been seen since, when was it? Oh, hello. November 2015. Now, unless my calculations are off, which they generally are, isn't that 2 years ago?
Mm. Yeah.
And it was on the mid-show as well. So, they've not been seen on the late show. And they've not been seen for 2 years. Goodness gracious me. 350 carats of your dark caramel banded agate, 12 mil. Aren't they luscious? Now, if you want to sum up what this season colour-wise should be, this is it on a plate, isn't it?
I was going to say, behind you, on the picture behind you, there's every colour in
Should I
there.
just pop it there? Just... Colour! Oh, don't do the side profile. I've not lost any weight yet. We don't want to see that. Dark caramel banded agate plain rounds.
They're beautiful, aren't they? They look very similar to all the ambers that we've had so far, don't they? Those kind of ambery colours.
Zoe! Hello, darling. Hello, how are you? She says, oh, I haven't seen this strand before. What beauties. Can you please say that while I was going, what beauties? Or rubbing the kneecap. That's a bit creepy though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's creepy, that one, yeah. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
No, that was my introduction to my husband, genuinely. So we are taking these ridiculously low. We've got a good quantity of them. We can drop that price way low. £5.95. Oh yes, we did it. Oh yes, we did.
I think that you'd definitely be multi-buying on this one.
Multi-buy ahoy.
Definitely multi-buying.
And if there's ever going to be a kit that this will go with,
yeah,
it is the first kit, which is coming up in the next hour. I mean, just take a quick look at the jewellery and the colourways that we've got with the jewellery here. They are magnificent, and they would go beautifully with this strand. It's sumptuous. If you want something that says autumn or earthy, it's got that earthy, warm, gorgeous feel. In fact, if you're thinking about sitting in front of a roaring fire, these are the colours you're thinking of.
Yeah. Or these say to me as well, bonfire night.
Ooh, it's bonfire night soon.
I don't like bonfire night.
Oh, do you not?
No. I don't like all the, I don't like the fires and the light bangs. I don't like any of that.
You don't like a roaring fire and marshmallows?
I like that,
cinder
but
toffee.
inside. My mum and dad used to, because my mum's quite scared of fire, and I think that's been passed down to me, used to drive us round the local neighbourhood looking at everybody else's bonfires.
Oh,
yeah.
Genius.
My mum should have been a health and safety officer.
Yeah.
A mile away, and that's safe.
Oh, you did not see a few years ago now. No, it was when I was pregnant, which was even worse. We decided to have fireworks. Right, we've not got a long garden. So, very quick. We're going to a break in a second, but thank you. Right. My husband did a safety line so people can stand behind it. What did he do the safety line out of? Rockets!
Yeah.
Actual rockets that had not been used. This is not a safety line. Anyway, sit back, get yourself a brew. We've got some amazing things coming up, including the kit, right after this.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Tune in this Monday at 10 AM for the Jewellery Maker Paso collection. This stunning collection focuses on a variation of the step cut, which enhances the brilliance of the gem. The exceptional lapidary work reveals the true potential, colour and beauty of each individual gemstone. The Paso collection, only on Jewellery Maker.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Hello and welcome back. So the lesson learned in the last hour is do not use rockets as a safety line. Still can't believe it happened. It was one of those moments where you go, what? Anyway, I need to show you this before we go over to the kit. So this is our kit hour. Before we wander over to the gorgeous Fleur, that is it, Fleur. I am going to show you my showstoppers, which will be coming up in this hour. And I know a lot of you have been waiting for these, and I know a lot of you have already pre-ordered these as well. So these are the two showstoppers. One is a gorgeous strand of labradorite, and the other is an incredible neon blue, neon apatite. And they're coming up after the demo. But they are available on pre-order now. Now, we're having a bit of a wander over, if that's all right. We're going to have a wander. Hello.
You all right?
I'm all right, how are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. I always look at this, and I always look at this one. Because I love those.
It's jadeite, isn't it?
It is, yeah, I just want to stroke you jadeite. Just stroking that jadeite right there. There we are, that's it, that's my moment done. Anyway. The kit today is gorgeous. So we are looking at one of the most perfect colour combinations. You've got the gorgeous shells, haven't you? Mm-hmm. And you've also got the beautiful antique bronze copper wire. So how did you find the kit to work with?
Really lovely, because you've got the 3 gauges of wire. It opens up a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a wire worker, but I do a lot of Viking knit, which is what I've done for the necklace. So for me to be able to get the 0.6 wire was just heaven, because I could make that Viking knit design. And these little flowers are just lovely because they just go onto the 1mm wire and you literally just glue them in place.
Yeah.
So it's a very lovely, nice, easy kit to work with.
I'm actually going to show you the roses, because the roses themselves are just, the quality, and again I'm talking about the quality, the carving themselves is just stunning. I mean, you take a look at how perfect they've been. Oh, hello. She says throwing them about. How perfectly they've been carved. They are really substantial, and the layers and the levels that you're getting in there.
They're lovely, and they're so, I can't believe how they can get them so perfect as well. And because they're shell, the light catches them, and they really sort of like bounce the light back away from them.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
They're absolutely gorgeous.
Do love these. I fall madly in love with them. And of course you've got the wire then there as well. So you will be getting this gorgeous, gorgeous selection of 20 incredible flowers. I've said 20 now. 10. Apologies for that.
You get
It's a 20-piece pack. A 20-piece pack. You do get
You get two
your
lots
wires.
of them.
Oh, you do. So you do get 20.
I did get two lots of them, yeah.
It is a 20. There we are. So we've only got 10 on there, which is why I've just gone, oh, yeah. But we are actually going to be giving you not the 10 that you're seeing here, full 20 individual roses there, which is incredible.
It is.
I'm glad I double checked that now, because seeing 10 on here has just made me go, ooh. No, you are getting the 20 on there, and you are getting 3 spools of wire. Now, you will be getting, all of them are antique bronze copper wire. You'll be getting 1mm, 10 metres, sorry. Oh, goodness sake, 100 metres. Put your glasses on, De-Leuw, goodness sake. 100 metres of the 0.25. You are then going to get 10 metres of the 0.6, and you are also going to be getting 10 metres of the 1mm. I knew we had 1mm in there somewhere. There you go. So you're getting all 3 of those. All 3 of those. They are wonderful, aren't they? So, what will you be showing us today, my darling?
I'm going to show you how to Viking knit. But I was just going to quickly show you the flowers go onto the 1mm wire absolutely perfectly. So the ring and the earrings are very, very simply done. It's literally just, I've bent the wire into like a little, almost like a little pearl peg, and then just glued using some of my E6000 glue, glued one of the flowers onto the end of the sort of like little peg.
How much? Because we've not bought the price on yet. How much would you be charging? And I'm going to go with the earrings.
Yep.
How much would you charge for those earrings if I bring those in?
For those earrings, there's because there's a lot of the shell in there, I'd be looking at about £20–25.
So if I said that you could be getting 20 of those shells and 3 spools of the wire for £25.
You can't do that.
I've questioned it.
Perfect.
Would you be happy with that?
Very happy, because that pair of earrings has used minimal amounts of your actual kit.
Yeah.
You've got lots left over, and you know I've used. I mean that you can see there how they just sit onto the they sit on the 1mm wire absolutely perfectly. So you literally just glue that into place using a little dab of your glue.
What glue do you use for that?
I used you can use either a 2-part epoxy resin glue or E6000 hypo cement.
Yeah.
You can even use one of those glues that are super.
Super!
If you wanted to, it's just because it is just literally just adhering the two together. And in the ring, obviously the rings take a little bit more wear than earrings.
Yes.
So I'd probably just make sure that I've got quite a lot of glue for the ring, just because you catch your rings, don't you, if you knock them on the table or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a little bit of glue, and then just you're good to go. You can use them in lots and lots of designs.
Wonderbar, wonderbar. Now, my lovely Dan, could you pop the information on my screen again? Oh, that's the wrong information, sweetheart. Ta-da, that's it. So you will be getting 100 metres of the antique bronze copper wire in 0.25. Is that a good size to use?
Yeah, that's great for your weaving wire.
There we are. And 10 metres in the 1 mil.
Yeah, which I've still got lots left.
And that's the one you used for the earrings, wasn't it?
I've used that for the earrings, the ring, and the end of the necklace as well.
You also get 10 metres of the 0.6.
Which is what I've used for the Viking knit.
There we go. And you're then getting 2 packs of the rose flowers. Now, if you're looking at the pearls on this necklace right now, those pearls are actually from the kit in the 9 o'clock hour. They will be pre-orderable at 8 o'clock. So we'll show the kit at 8 o'clock and we will put it on pre-order for you then. So if you are wanting to get the pearls as well, they are in the next kit, which is coming up.
The only thing that I've added in is a pair of shepherd hooks earrings because I couldn't make them out of a 1 mil wire because it's a little bit thick to go through your ears, but I've made the clasp on the end of the necklace and everything. So the only thing I have actually added in is a pair of shepherd hooks.
Fabulous. And you can get those, if you look on the website, there'll be findings packs on the website that you can get a hold of the shepherd's hooks there. And of course, they're available separately as well. So, I love the ring.
Really, really simple to make. You literally just wrap your wire around your mandrel and then just with one end, just leave it on a 45-degree angle so you can then cut it down as like a little peg for your flower to sit on. And then the other end is just, if you just turn it around, you can just see it's just literally wrapped around to secure the ring shank in place and then just glue the little flower onto the pearl peg.
Could you use these for studs if you had some earring backs?
Yep, you could. Yep, you could.
Brilliant. In fact, we have some earring backs coming up later also. Right, my darling.
So, I'm going to do some Viking knit. So, I haven't done a demonstration of Viking knit for quite a few years now, but I love Viking knit because Viking knit, like chainmail, is a very historic piece of jewellery. So, it dates back to the 9th century AD.
Does it date back to the Vikings?
It does date back to the Vikings, yeah, and they can pinpoint it quite closely because you weren't then be able to draw wire before the 9th century AD. So they know, because this has to be drawn through a draw plate, they know that that's when it was first designed in the 9th century.
Okay, so what's drawing through a draw plate?
So when you draw things, so most all of our wire that we get here, so if you think of a block of copper, it's then heated and drawn and made thinner.
Yeah.
So it's drawn through a draw plate. So it starts off at this diameter, and then you draw it through to whichever size you want your diameter of your wire to be.
So would you reheat it each time and
you draw it through? So in the 9th century, they found this technique because if before it was just hammering wire to be thinner, and you can't hammer wire and then knit with it because it's too brittle.
Oh, because it work-ons, it doesn't it?
Yeah. So this technique does date back to the Vikings. It's a very historic, and they used it in all sorts. It's a beautiful technique, and it makes really lightweight jewellery but quite chunky jewellery, so you can wear it all the time because it's a hollow tube in effect. It is just a hollow tube, and you're basically just sort of like weaving the wire around a dowel. I'm using a tool called a Lazy Daisy, which we do have on the website. We do have two different sizes. I'm going to use the larger one just for demonstration purposes, and the larger one's what's created the more substantial looking of the necklace. Now that necklace does take all 10 metres of your 0.6 wire, so it is quite, it takes a lot of wire to create that. If you were to use the thinner Lazy Daisy, which I think this was the 1/4 inch and this is the 1/2 inch. If you use the 1/4 inch one, you can obviously get a lot more of your Viking knit made. So what we need to do is we need to start our Viking knit. So our Lazy Daisy tool comes in 2 parts. So we've got the actual dowel itself, and then this is the daisy at the top. Now, before this tool was invented, Viking knit was very, very difficult. Still able to do around something like a wooden spoon or something like that. It's just literally a dowel that you need to be able to knit it around. But you used to have to make the little flower at the top out of wire, and that sometimes got a little bit... I wasn't able to do it because I'm not very good with wire. But this tool's absolutely brilliant. We do, like I say, do sell it on the website. So I've cut myself just under 1 metre just for demonstration purposes, but you can actually Viking knit at home. When I'm at home, I Viking knit with about 2 metres of wire at a time. So you do need to have quite a large space if you've got 2 metres of wire.
That's taller than me, isn't it?
Yeah. quite a lot of wire. But you can, because you're going to add in lots of wire all the time, it doesn't matter how much you sort of you work with, it's just what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one end of my wire, and I've only got quite a short bit now because I don't want to actually maim Lara when I'm doing this demonstration.
Shall I stand
so
back?
End of the wire.
I love your consideration, thank you.
That's okay.
Thank you very
may
much.
want your glasses at this point, but I'm flinging the wire right now. It's all right, it's only a short bit. It'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one end of my wire and I'm going to pop it through just one of the holes on the daisy. Now this is a 12 loop daisy, so it's going to create quite a large diameter. So what I'm going to do now, on my lazy daisy I've got 2 holes on one side and then 2 holes that are offset on the other. So you can see these holes here are lower, if I just turn it back around, than these holes. So it actually goes, the wire is going to go through the highest hole and it comes out through the bottom hole there. Okay, so I'm just going to bend that over. I'm going to put my daisy back in the top. So I've now got my wire actually attached to my lazy daisy. So this is basically it's a series of loops that you're going to go behind the cross, and it's because it's a continuous pattern, exactly the same as chainmail. Once you've done a few sort of rows, it's very, very simple. It's almost like knitting. It is actually knitting, and it doesn't matter how messy it looks on here, because when we draw it through the draw plate, it sorts it all out for you. So it's a really great technique. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to Viking knit round to the right. So I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to create my first loop. So as you can see, I've just taken it over to the left, and I'm just going to pop my thumb over the top of it just so it doesn't move. I'm then going to take the end of my wire and I'm going to miss one of these holes, and I'm going to come through the hole next to it. And as I pull that through, you can see how it's starting now to loop again. So I'm creating my next loop. So it's exactly the same. Again, these are going to be cut off at the end, so it doesn't matter that these are quite large loops. And again, go through, miss a hole, and you can use all the holes if you want, if you've got the slightly thinner wires. Now, 0.25 wire can be quite difficult to Viking knit with. It is doable, it is absolutely doable. I just find it it sort of like kinks up a little bit. It sort of like curls around on itself a little bit too much. So I'm just going to go around and I'm just popping my last stitch in place to create my first row of Viking knit. So all this, like I say, will be cut off at the end, so when we cut it off, the actual Viking knit. Now, can you see here how these 2 wires are now crossed over? Can you see there? There you go. So if I just put the pin underneath, you can see that there. So underneath there's a little cross where the wires cross over.
Yeah.
So the little rule of thumb with Viking knit is you always go behind the cross. So all I've done is I've taken my wire from my right hand across to the left, and I bring it round, and I'm going to create my first loop. Go to my next loop. So I'm just constantly turning it in my hand behind the cross and through. Now if you have got a little drawing pin or a little, I think these are called map pins, aren't they, these ones? You can just pop your pin behind, and all I'm doing is going behind each cross every single time. You can Viking knit with most wires up to a 0.8, so 1 millimetre is too thick. 0.8 is quite heavy going, so it's your first go. 0.6 is absolutely perfect, because you can see I'm forming those loops and it's staying there. If you're Viking it for the first time with 0.4, sometimes it can pull too tight, and then you sort of like a little bit. It's all to do with your tension with anything like this, like with knitting and crochet and everything else. Everybody will tell you it's all about your tension. So I'm back round, I've done my first proper row round. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to release the wire out of this little hole, because if not, if I keep knitting it in, it's going to be really difficult to take it off. So all I've done is I've taken it back out of the hole, I'm going to pop it back on the top, and now this wire now has to stay on the inside. So all I'm going to do now is when I go behind the wire, the cross, I'm going to try and catch the other little bit of wire as well to go behind, and all that's going to do is going to knit it into the actual design, so it doesn't stick out through the side. So again, I'm going to come round, and you can see I'm leaving quite big loops here. You don't have to pull them really tight, because if you pull them really tight, you're going to really struggle to get your wire behind on the next loop round. So you're going to carry on going around. So it's one of those. This is one of those mediums where you can actually sit in front of the television, and as long as you've got enough space for the amount of wire that you're using, it's quite easy, because all you're doing is you're just literally going round and round and round all the time. You don't sort of like change from this.
I'm normally scared of wire work, and I'm actually looking at this going, I think I
you can actually do this. If you get to this point again and back round to the beginning again, if you find that you can't get underneath this wire, you can either take a little pin and lift the whole lot up, or don't be afraid to take it off the daisy at the mandrel at that point and just go behind and just knit that little piece of wire in. So I've now gone round, this is my third go round if you like. So what I can do after this one is I can cut that little tail of wire off so it's no longer in my way. You don't have to knit it down all the way. So I'm just going to do my next stitch along, and I always go along to the next stitch before I cut the wire off, because as you can see here, I've got two wires that are very close together. If I cut the wrong wire off, then I've actually... Game over. Yeah, I need to add more wire in. So to save that, I'm going to just go to the next one along. So could you add more wire in? Yeah, you add more wire in. So I'll show you in a second how we're going to add more wire in. So what I'll do in a second, I'll just cut this wire off and we'll add some more in. So I'll just do a few more rows, and you can see how quickly it grows. Now with Viking knit, because we're going to draw it through a draw plate, you don't actually need, if you're going to make a 16-inch necklace, you only need about 12 inches of Viking knit, because when you draw it through, it actually stretches it. So it's going to stretch it as it goes through. I'm going to show you on the draw plate in a second. So when you're, to add wire in, if I just move to the next one along, and then we'll cut this piece off, and then we'll start a fresh piece, just so you can see how to add the wire in. So if I go to there and say, right, imagine this wire now has got to the, you know, I've only got a couple of inches left. So if I cut that wire off there, and if I get, I'm just going to take a different colour just so you can see how it merges in better, because if it's in the same colour it can be quite difficult to see. So I'm just going to move those out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back off the mandrel. So I've still got it attached to the daisy at the top. I'm going to go through that first hole that I've just created. See that last stitch that I created? I'm going to go down, and again I'm going to pop it onto the top hole and let that go down to the side. And now just push that down back into place. And I've now got my next wire to start again. Now the reason why the larger tool has 2 holes and the smaller tool only has 1 hole is because this was designed to use with heavier gauge wire, which could be quite heavy. So the top hole is quite close to the top, and it could actually put, because the weight of it, depending on how much you're going to do. So that's why it's got the second hole as well. So when you get to a long length, you can actually use the bottom holes there just to secure it a little bit better. So as you can see now, so again, it just carries on in the same pattern. I'm ignoring that piece of wire at the back, because in a minute I'm going to knit that in as well. I was going to question about that. Yeah, so just make sure that you don't catch that piece of wire, but you just carry on going in the same fashion all the way around. And that secures it. There's no. Yeah, it's not going to fall apart, because you're just actually like knitting the 2 wires together. So I'm now back to the very first stitch where I started my new wire. Yeah. So I'm going to take it back off the mandrel and bring both of those wires straight. And now all I need to do is just keep knitting around both of those to sew those in. So I'm just going to leave it off the mandrel a little bit just so I can get behind both, and then just push it down onto the mandrel, making sure that your wire stays on the outside. There you go. So you just carry on going, and what you'll get is you'll get like a seamless join. You will see it with this, because we've got 2 different colours obviously. Yes, yeah. But when you see it in the single colour, and I'll show you on a piece that I've done in a second, you can actually see that there's hardly any join at all, and when that's drawn through the draw plate, it's even more invisible, if you like. So it actually is one of those techniques where you don't have to have any skill as a wire worker, or any skill as, you know, a jewellery designer, because it's just following a pattern again. If you like that historic jewellery like I do, but this is perfect because it has got a real historic background. So my question here is going to be, how do you get it off the daisy? So to get it off the daisy, what you need to do is you get some cutters. So if you decide that you are, say you've run out of a certain colour wire, and you think, oh, I want to actually start another I want to start another Viking knit, but I don't want to take this off the daisy, you can actually cut it off the daisy at the top. So all you're going to do is those loops at the top, you just snip through each one. And take it off the daisy. You're going to get a few little ends of wire, But don't worry about that. I can still carry on Viking knitting now onto this one. So if I wanted to, I could take this off, pop it in my box, start another one again, pop my, and start again with a different coloured wire.
Which is what you've done on...
Yeah, which is what I've done there. So you don't actually have to keep it on the daisy at the top once you've done the first few rows. So now I can leave this until I've got some more antique bronze wire, say in my stash that I see it, and then I can carry on with this one.
Brilliant.
So you can see on the inside how that's starting to knit together. So you can see how it's just knitting down into the, you can see there it's creating that little loop and those wires are staying inside. So what it looks like on the smaller tool, you can see the diameter's quite a lot different there. So what this one is just the whole same colour. It's on the smaller tool, and you can see, if I just show you where one's, so that's where it's actually being joined in. So it's very, you can hardly see where it's being joined and where it's being knitted together. And when that's drawn through the draw plate in a minute, you won't actually see that at all. So once you've got your what your desired length, and if you do too much, you can always cut this down and then put your, end it off anywhere. So it's quite if you want to do a metre of Viking knit and then chop it into your actual pieces that you want, that's no problem at all. So when you finish, you've always got always leave a little bit of wire at the end when you finish. Now to actually just sew this together a little bit, all I'm going to do is going to take the end of the wire, and I'm just using just the end loops, if you like, and I'm just going to pull it and sort of taper the end a little bit so that then it will go through the draw plate a lot easier. So this is on one end, this is the end that I've finished, if you like. On the other end, all you need to do is get another little bit of wire. So if I just cut that bit of wire there, and again make a handle exactly the same, and the end caps that you can create or that you can glue on are actually going to cover all this at the end. So it doesn't matter that this bit's a little bit messy, because it's actually going to be covered up. So all I'm doing is just sewing through those loops, just getting as many of the loops as I can, just to close it off at the end. You can also put gemstones in the middle of this, or Swarovski, or whatever you've got really. So you can, at this point, before you close one end off, you could put all your gemstones in there. So if you've got something like those 6mm gemstones, they fit perfectly in here. The only thing you can't do when there's gemstones in the middle is you can't draw it through the draw plate. So with that case, you have to sort of use your fingers to try and sort of like smooth it all out. But what we're going to do now is we're actually going to pop this through the draw plate. Now, on the website, we've got the draw plate, and it comes with this little orange cloth. And I went, oh, that's nice, with an orange cloth. What does that do? This cloth is quite important, actually, because it's going to condition and settle all your wires down. So all you're going to do, and it's just like a microfiber cloth. It's not a special cloth for, for Viking knit or anything like that. All you're going to do is just give it a little roll, like a little rolling pin. Oh. That's all you're going to do. And what that does, it settles all the wires inside and just makes it a little bit more streamlined, if you like. Okay. So, can you see how this is slightly twisted at the minute? Don't worry about that. When it goes through the draw plate, it'll actually sort it all out. So anything that's sort of like wonky or, it's got a lump in there that shouldn't be there, when it goes through the draw plate, it's going to be absolutely fine. So, this is your draw plate. It's actually got numbers of the actual, like inches down the side and centimetres down the other side, and then the actual diameters of the holes that you can see there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure roughly on here, just so we can, when we draw it through, we can see how much. So that's just about 4.5 inches that we've got there. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a hole that is roughly the same diameter. Yeah. And just take it through. So you can see it goes through there quite easily. Yeah. And I always go through twice, just to make sure. Okay. So now I can move down to my next draw plate, and on these draw plates, the side with the numbers is the side that you're going to use to start with. Okay, so as I pull that through, if I just move that to the side, can you see straight away how it's starting to shrink in diameter? So as I pull that through, it's starting to sort all that out, and it's starting to come straight now again. So again, I'm going to go back through the same hole just to make sure that I've got all of those little lumps and bumps nice and straight. Maybe I need a draw plate. That'd be nice.
I need a draw plate, definitely.
Maybe I could go through a draw plate. And then again, I'm going to move down to the next hole. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to draw it through too much so you crush the actual Viking knit. So this will be the last hole that I'm going to go through. So you can see now how it's really starting.
It's quite compact, isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting now to really compact it down, and I'm just going to pull it all the way through. And what this is doing now is, can you remember before it was quite a static piece of wire?
Yeah.
You see now it's actually moving, so it's got more movement and it bends now. So now we started off with 4.5, so we've now got 5.5 inches.
Wow.
So just drawing it through just those few times has actually brought it down, elongated it an extra inch. Now you can use...
it's a lot neater, isn't it?
It is a lot neater. You can see now that you can hardly see where those joins are at all. The lines are all straight, so all the rungs, if you like, and all the rows are all nice and straight now. There's no sort of like twists or kinks in there. You must draw it through the draw plate quite slowly.
Okay.
Because if you do it really fast, it will twist.
Yeah.
So just quite nice and slowly. And then just, I mean, I wouldn't draw this down anymore. If you drew this down more, what you might find is it crushes.
Okay.
So you'd get a longer piece, but you'd get more of a crushed look. So it'd be a lot more, wouldn't be as cylindrical. It'd be quite squashed.
Oh, okay.
So on the end of your Viking knit tool, whichever tool you use, you've got these little cone ends here. Now these are exactly the same as the Wags Y cones that we sell, or the Cone-tastic, whichever tool you've got. And you can create those little end caps, if you like, with this kind of design. So you can see it just, and what that's going to do, and I'll just show you, I'll just quickly make one just to pop over the top of this. What that's going to do, it's going to cover all the end part here, because obviously that is it's a little bit rough looking. You don't want that in your jewellery. So you need to cover this section up. So even if you've got one of those nice end caps, you know, we got some lovely ones with black spinel and that kind of thing on, you can use that as well. So all you're going to do is use the end of your Lazy Daisy tool, so it's got a little hole in the end on the cone, and all you're going to do is exactly the same as your the other tool, the Wags Y cone, and I'm using the 1mm wire now. Is I'm just going to curl that around and just coil it down, and this is just going to create a nice little ending to your actual piece. And because you've got the wire that actually sort of like it all the same colour, it's going to look seamless as you're going through. So I've just got a little end cap there, and you can see how quite nice and neat they actually are made. These tools are great because they've thought of everything. And all I'm going to do to get that off of there is cut that first loop off, and then if I take that off now, you can see that's a nice little end cap there, that all I need to do now is pop my 2 bits of wire through the end.
Genius.
And that covers
a multitude of sins.
All your, as Mark Smith calls it, gubbins. And then I just use the end little bit of wire just to create a spiral, but you could just sort of like wrap that around if you wanted. But with the spiral, what that's doing is it's holding the 0.25 wire in place to then weave through. Because Viking knit, as you can see, is like an open weave. All I've done to keep those pearls in place is use my 0.25 wire to actually just sew them in and out. And you can't see the 0.25 wire again because it's in the same colourway. It just becomes invisible, and the 0.25 wire goes through all of your gemstones, and you just literally sew them on in whatever pattern you want, and you have your finished necklace. And then all you need to do is, at these 2 end bits here, I've just popped a little pearl on the end there, and just then finish it off with a clasp, or a wrap loop then to attach your clasp with.
Thank you very much, my lovely.
That's no problem.
Thank you. Now, there is still some of those available, so if you want to grab a hold of them, it's £24.95, and you are getting a load in here. You are getting 2 packs of these gorgeous, gorgeous roses. So it's 20 in total. It's 2 packs of 10 that you're getting. They're all wonderfully carved. Very simple to use, and you can see the effect in the earrings, which are lush. You're also getting 100 metres of the 0.25, you're getting 10 metres of the 1mm, and you're getting 10 metres of the 0.6. So you're getting a lot of wire in this pack as well, which is brilliant. Now, thank you very much, my darling. We're going to have a bit of a wander now. Now, I gave you a heads up earlier on about this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous showstopper. Now, I love these. You know I love labradorite anyway. What's your opinion on labradorite?
I love it. It's one of the first gemstones I ever bought.
Was it?
And for the first 2 years of working here, I bought it every single month. Not just one strand, lots of strands.
But it is one of those gemstones you can use for anything, isn't it?
It is.
That's what I love about it. I mean, it's for gentlemen, it's for ladies, it's for any kind of colourway, because it goes with so many different colours. This is my showstopper, and it is luxurious. Get your hands on them now. They're beautiful, aren't they? Just take a look. Oh. They are just lush, aren't they? Oh, hello. You are getting, can you see the purple? The reds and the purples coming through. Oh. So we've seen this strand before in carnelian, and they've always been extremely popular. This is the first time I've actually seen this strand in the labradorite. So it's 160 carats of labradorite that you're getting here. They are gorgeous. See the multitude of colours that come through. I love the fact it's quite a soft grey to it as well.
Yeah, I love the back note, that lighter back note to it, because it really shows those pinks and those purples on the edges there. But these are lovely, these kind of shapes, because you can sort of like use them as like jigsaw puzzle shape. You know, you can puzzle them together to make different shapes. So 3 of them together makes beautiful chevrons, you know, because they'll sit exactly together. Or you can frame another gemstone like we did with the black agate earlier. You could frame a gemstone or put them back to back, because that was, you know, just have a little play with the shapes and see what you can, you know, put them into birds' wings, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Now, when we had them in the carnelian, there was a bracelet that was done, had 3 of them in a chevron, and then a big, I can't remember if it was an agate or if it was, I think it was a black agate in the centre, and then 3 chevron on the other side, and it just looks so beautiful. So if you imagine doing that with maybe a bit of lapis lazuli in the centre,
nice.
That'd be really lovely. Now, I have been informed, can you actually do it at that price? Right, we're going to take this guaranteed under £10, £8.95 for the whole strand. You are getting 10 pieces on the strand, so you don't have to worry about, oh, do I get 8, do I get 7, no, you get 10 pieces on the strand. That works out at 89 pence each. That is incredible, isn't it, when you think about it? And the colours that you're getting, you can make bracelets out of it, you can do earrings out of it. It's so versatile as a gemstone, and it does go with so many colourways. I'm just going to pop the other showstopper on there for you. I mean, look at those together.
Beautiful.
Made in heaven. But if I bring the pearls on, which are in the next kit coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, again, match made in heaven. Again. But if I then give you the agates from earlier, completely different, but they work so well, don't they? Imagine those chevrons with one of those in the centre. Really autumnal, very beautiful. £8.95 multi-buy on this one. They're already extremely popular. Love them! Do just love them. You cannot get enough of labradorite. That's my opinion. I love it. I absolutely adore it. It is one of those gemstones that I'm like you, Fleur.
Yeah.
Will just keep buying it.
I've got one on my cuff that I'm wearing today.
Oh, you do as well.
It's one of those magical gemstones.
Yes.
I think it has actually been kissed by unicorns and fairies and pixies. Yeah, I think it has actually. It comes from the magical forest.
There we are. I cannot verify that this is the actual truth about the magical forest.
It is true. It is true.
But the fairies, I'm pretty sure, have kissed it.
Yes.
There we are. And the unicorns.
Yeah.
I love it, absolutely love it. Keep dialing in for that one, because I'm going to bring you another showstopper right now, which of course is the, I love this love it. Neon Apatite. Apatite is a gorgeous gemstone anyway. Often apatite is seen in the colour very much similar to Paraiba, and so it's often used as an alternative to Paraiba. This does not look like Paraiba by any stretch of the imagination, because this is a different type of apatite. This is neon apatite, and so the blue is far more intense. Far more intense, far more dramatic, and far more breathtaking, I think. I absolutely adore it. Now, I will give you a heads up straight away that there is a very limited amount of these. It's a very difficult variety of apatite to actually get a hold of. We only have around 80 remaining. How we got that in the first place, I don't know. That for me is a large quantity for this. But if you actually take it into consideration of what the gemstone is, that's a very small quantity. I love everything about this. It's bubblegum blue, but it's oceanic blue. It's tropics. It's that fantastic cocktail that you know you probably shouldn't drink because you shouldn't really drink anything that's that blue. But you do anyway.
I think this is like, do you know when you see those beautiful interior designers and they have the cushion, the scatter cushions, they're always like that kind of blue.
Yes.
I was thinking, I wish I had that much style that I could put those rooms together. And it's always these kind of colours that they use to really give that injection of colour.
I wish I could decorate a house, because I'm useless. I'm absolutely useless. Now, what can we do on this? I've got an idea of whereabouts we should be going. Oh, really? Okay, that wasn't anywhere near what I thought then for a second. Goodness me. Right, all I'm going to say is definitely get it.
Yeah.
Definitely get it. That is not a price that I was expecting on this. This is a multi-buy strand.
It is, definitely. This is a 2 or 3 for
Yeah.
me. This is a possibly 3 strands. I
don't know if we're going to see this again. I don't know when we're going to see it again. That's the thing. It's one of those gemstones that, yeah, we see agates all the time, don't we? We see spinel all the time. We don't see this gemstone all the time, and it's not because we don't want to buy it. It's because we find it very difficult to source it. And once we do source it, we snatch it up as quickly as we possibly can, and then it flies out just as quickly. So it is one of those, grab it. If I gave you this strand, what would you do apart from run?
Literally run. I think I'd be putting this with another strong colour. I could see this with something like a ruby or something like that, and I'd probably make a real nice statement necklace with it. So
ruby would be amazing. Again, another combination that I didn't automatically think of.
Well, I think because it's such a strong colour, it can hold its own against another strong colour.
Yeah.
So if you put that with a white pearl, it'd look beautiful. It'd look really neon against a white pearl. You put it against a red ruby, and it looks like a very luxurious, sort of like sumptuous combination. But to be fair, you could put that with anything, or just keep it as it is, because that kind of colour will go with any metal tone as well. So if you put it with a silver, you put it with a gold, put it with a rose gold, it will still look as beautiful. I think personally, rose gold for me, with that, to keep that warmth in that strand.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I do. Oh, there are loads and loads of you on those lines. I'm saying oh because my ear keeps popping. It's really bizarre. Talk to me a moment, guys. I can hear you, but it keeps dipping in and out. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre. No, my ear is not popping. It's the earphone in my ear which keeps popping in and out and dipping in and out of signal. So if I go, ooh, it's all good. It's just I'm not ill or anything like that. It's just that my ear keeps doing little funny things. Well done to every single one of you. Over a quarter of the stock has now been allocated. So if you see it, you like it, you love it, you want it. We only had around 80 of them in the first place. It's so limited when you think about the stones itself.
Really nice to see it unfaceted as well.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes most of the time we see this stone and it's faceted. It's really nice to see it unfaceted, because I always think with stones that are unfaceted, they've got nowhere to hide. They are just beautiful. They haven't got anything else to make them beautiful. They are just naturally that beautiful.
Now, looking at the strand itself, you can see you've got the slightly different tones to it. Would you keep those tones together, or would you split them and colour grade?
No, I would keep it all together.
Brilliant.
And it's quite reminiscent of, it's like a chrysocolla, isn't it? So if you had something like a chrysocolla to go with it, you know, that would go really nice. Or a two-tone lapis, that would be really lovely.
Brilliant.
So there's lots of gemstones that would really complement it with the same sort of like different tones of blue that are through there. But no, I would keep it as it is. and keep all those colours together.
Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Well done, loads of you on those phone lines. I've got lots of you multi-buying as well. Mary's got 2, I've got Stuart who's got 2 there as well. It's so, so beautiful to get a strand like this and to get those colours, all that intense blue. Love it, £10.95. For me, that's a bargain, absolute bargain. Now I'm going to sneak some sneaky ones in. I have got a star buy coming up in 10 minutes time. Oh, can I give a heads up on this stuff? Sorry. I think I've just given people heart attacks. Are you all right? Oh, good. Oh, dear. I think I've just startled Amelia to the point where she just... Sorry. Sorry. Now, I really shouldn't be opening this to show you, but I do want to give you a heads up because this is stunning. Now, I'm going to pop it on this background, actually. They remind me of donuts. Apparently they're a bit thin for donuts. Do you know, there's a new donut shop that's opened not that far away from where I live, and literally before lunchtime it's sold out. The first day it was open, by 2 o'clock it had sold out of all the donuts, so just after lunch. Now these are going to do very much the same thing because we are going to give you these beautiful, beautiful rings, guaranteed under £5. And they're not on pre-order, so you've got to hang on. They're coming up very soon. Very soon. Now, first of all, though, I want to give you some cheekies. Now, these are peach moonstones. Oh, they're gorgeous. Yeah, they're lush. Oh, they are very... I'm going to bring the pearls on from later. Take a look at those together. Bum, 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 bum. Take a look at the sparkle that you get with those two. They're so beautiful, aren't they? Because these are very, very muted and very soft, almost satiny in the look that you're getting from them. They are magic. Now, Amelia. These are going to be on and gone. We're going to sneak as many in as possible and drop that price as low as we can go. £8.95. Look, Amelia! It's not fair. You've got it so we can see the... Keep dialing in. Keep dialing in. I'll turn this one round for you, shall I? Oh dear. Oh, heck. There we are, so getting me back from making a jump. So, again, loads of you in on this one. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gemstone. Moonstone always is. The peach moonstone, though, takes to a different level, doesn't it? Love it.
This kind of colour tone's always in fashion as well. Yeah. So you'll always, I always think of this as like your cashmere grey jumpers and that kind of thing. And that with the over-the-head long necklace knotted.
I'm loving the idea of that. Absolutely loving it. Not very many, though. Not very many available. This has been a very popular item in the past, so definitely get a hold of it. Grab it while you can. Love the quality, love the look. Now, I'm going to leave those there with you because I want to sneak as many in as I can. Next up, oh, hello! These are nice. Black hearts. Here we go. Look at the colour. Deep black obsidian hearts. 200 carats in total. They are fabulous, aren't they?
They are very glossy, aren't they?
I am wondering if you popped that underneath, those would look really lovely together.
Would.
Maybe as an earring.
Yeah.
That'd be really lovely. They are fabulous, and again, amazing price point. So it's a strand of gorgeous black obsidian. They're all heart-shaped, which makes it perfect for any kind of design that you want. They're lovely to work with. How much? Wow, it works out at 4p a carat, just slightly over 4p a carat. That's incredible, isn't it?
Do you know, with that very, very famous Thrones programme that they always talk about, obsidian, dragon glass.
Oh.
You could make a themed suite of jewellery.
Yeah.
With the dragon glass.
Oh. Dragon glass. You could, yeah.
Yeah.
Name it dragon glass. Done. Done. It's a great stash builder as well because black is a colour you're always going to use. Hearts are always extremely popular.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Multi-buy on this one again. Add it to your stash. Combine it with sterling silver. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, leaving those there with you, talking of hearts, I think we have to follow it through with another heart, don't we? How about I give you these hearts? I love these! Love, 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 love. 5 loves, that's 9 loves that I did there. 5 loves. 5 loves in total here. So you're getting 5 love hearts. They are 925 sterling silver, and you are getting the rose gold plating over the top there. I mean, take a look at these. Oh, ooh, hello. Going to be naughty on these as well. 5 in a pack. What can we do price-wise? Well, we're going to take it low.
If you were to see one of those on the high street, you'd be looking at
a lot more.
High 20s, £30 for one.
Make it into a charm. Make it into a pendant.
Yeah, just pop a chain through it.
Yeah.
Just have so it's like a floating heart.
I'm also thinking the pearls again.
Yeah, they would go lovely.
They're made for each other. They are made to be together. Oh, the pearls are coming up in my 9 o'clock hour in the gorgeous second kit. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, the way these look, I'd be wanting to make them into a focal piece.
Yeah.
Really wanting to make, rather than just a little charm, I'd want it as a pendant. Yeah. I'd want it as earrings. In fact, you could quite happily do these as earrings, a pendant, a bracelet, and could you make it into a ring?
Yeah, yeah, you could use some of your rose gold plated wires.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Or some sterling silver wire to mix your metals together.
Nice. So there we are, for £9.95, and of course the additions of whatever findings you'd be using or any additional gemstones, you could have an entire suite of jewellery. Earrings, pendant, bracelet, and a ring.
And they'd be perfect with that neon apatite, because that's why I put it with the rose gold. Just thread that through.
Look at those. That would look amazing, wouldn't it? Now I'm going to squeeze one more in before my star buy, which will be, oh, a gorgeous pink. Oh, a lush pink. Now I know you thought my tiger's eye was rose quartz, but this is clearly not tiger's eye. This is rose quartz. This is a really beautiful, delicate, dainty, stunning little strand, isn't it?
Do you know, we haven't seen rose quartz for a long time.
No, we haven't.
There seems to be like a drought on rose quartz.
It's really bizarre. Yeah. I have to say, I've not seen much at all. And yet, in the early days,
yeah,
there was lots of it.
Yeah, lots of quartzes and agates. But now they seem to be the more rarer stones that we get here on Jewellery Maker.
Now this one itself has not been on for 5 months, so that gives you an idea of just how long in between it is before we get this back in. I'm not quite sure why, because we really love this stone. We really love this stone. Again, not a very big quantity, unfortunately. I would like to be able to say I've got hundreds and hundreds of them, but I don't. So grab this one before it whizzes out. Again, it's guaranteed under £10. 60 carats of magnificent rose quartz. Beautiful, beautiful faceting on every single one of them. And that brings out even more of its characteristics. It's just luscious.
So feminine, isn't it?
It's got a gorgeous glow as well,
yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it has, which on the back of your hand you can see the glow coming through. But it's such a real feminine gemstone.
Yeah.
Is it a gemstone of best friends, isn't it?
Love, true love. So yes, it's a great one for friends. But it is classed as true love because red is supposed to be a lust stone. So if you think of ruby, that's more, red's the colour of lust, whereas true love is soft, it's yielding, it's malleable, and about compromise, isn't it? And that's what you get here, this beautiful soft pink. And of course we love the unicorns at the moment, and that's one of the colours that we see a lot of. I love it. I love it, I do. Well done to all of you. It is now though, star buy time. There was a moment there. They've gone! They've gone! They've gone! No, they've been put back in the box. They are here in the box. However, because of my panic, I have spread them across the table. Oh dear, right. We have them. They are here. You want me to turn it around? Okay, so we can't see the... Just in case I thought they'd vanished. There's a big, big sticky sign saying where they are, and yet still I had a panic because I thought they'd vanished. So this is my start buy. We are looking at rings. $925 sterling silver. And they are beautiful diamond cut rings. I love those. 10 pieces in total. Look at the wonderful, wonderful little engravings. It's almost like a rope work effect. So I'm just tilting this back and forth slightly, you can see. So diamond cut is basically to give that sparkle you'd expect to see in a diamond. Of course, you're never going to get that with a metal, but that's the idea. You get that wonderful movement, that wonderful light, that incredible, incredible look. Is magical. What would you do with these if I handed you a pack of these?
These would be my spacers for my stretchy bracelet. So on my jadeite, I've got silver jump rings in between each one, but these would give that extra added sparkle in between each gemstone. And because of the size, you could use anything from a 6mm upwards. So these are absolutely, this definitely as little spacers. Or if you want to add them into your chainmail, if you've got some sterling silver jump rings you want to add into your chainmail, you can add these in.
It's incredible. I love the look. Lots of you are multi-buy. Sarah has got 6. I've got Shirley with 2. I've got Collector and Greater London with 2. Valerie's there with 3. It is amazing. Now, when you see the price point that we're going to put these at, we already gave you a heads up earlier. I'm not going to say it again because you'll see it in a moment. But if you are on the website, you'll already get an idea. We are going to be naughty, naughty with 925 sterling silver. Are you? Really? Okay, okay. So we were going to go under £5. We're actually going under 4. We're actually going under £4 for 925 sterling silver. If you want to get more than one of these, you get yourself more than one of these. That is an incredible, incredible price. I've not seen any of these before.
I've seen similar. I've seen textured jump rings, but to be able to get them that are soldered closed.
I was going to say these are solid closed. They're just a solid ring rather than a jump ring.
You know, so you could make that famous Sweetie-esque style bracelet.
Oh.
That Lynx bracelet where you're just going to add them onto your elastic. So you just
Brilliant.
have to buy. You'd have to buy quite a few packs, you know, to go all the way around. But you could just do like a bar of that with your gemstones either side. As long as your gemstones would be able to get the elastic through, then you can make that kind of style of bracelet.
That is amazing. There is loads of you on those lines. There are loads of you with it in your basket as well. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. It's one of those items though, isn't it, that you're going to love it. I love it. They are, in fact, mix and match with the hearts. Mix and match with the kit that's coming up later. I mean, those in between.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay, we're down to 20 remaining on these and that's it. That is amazing, the colour combination there, silver and that beautiful purpley tone. Gorgeous in between. Get them while you can, get as many as you would like as well. Now I'm going to leave those there with you. Keep dialing in, my lovelies. I am going to try and squeeze one more in. Ooh, I've been given choice. Oh my life. Oh, I love you. Now there's only 10 of those remaining, so grab them while you can. Do you know what I'm going to do? Oh, I'm going to go with the I'm going to go with the emeralds because I like them. I love a bit of emerald. Always have. Always. Well, I say always have. I didn't always, in honesty. I didn't. It was only until I started looking at chrome dioxide that I started then looking at emerald. And then you realise just how special an emerald actually is. Now, this is a huge, huge strand. Huge, huge strand. I mean, you can see that there, can't you? All beautiful pear shapes. 90 carats in total. Now, there are only 30 of these available. That is it. You're looking at 8 by 6 and up to 14 by 9, and they are just stunning. There's a little bit of oil on them, that's it. I love the look of each and every single one of these. Now, it's been seen twice before and it's been very popular on both occasions. There is now 30 of these available. I think this might be one of the, if not the last time you'll see them. They're gorgeous. Very, very low on quantity. I love it, love it, love it. I hope you do get to see it again because I think it's one of those strands that we should see time and time and time again and have lots of... And you can be quite sparing with it as well, can't you?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, you just a little bit of wire just to wrap the top, so you, and then you could add that into, you know, any kind of design. It would be lovely with the antique bronze because you've got that nice earthy tone with it.
See, with the antique bronze, then it's quite a masculine combination of colours, isn't it? Love that. Now we've actually got a quick question come in for you, my darling. Fleur, what is the best elastic to use for stretchy bracelets? And that's from Claire in Devon.
We have on the website some Beadle-on 0.8 and 1 mil. I think we could do a 0.5 as well, but the Beadle-on one I find is the best one to use, and it's on the website. We've had it on air quite a few times. So yeah, the 0.8, you can choose the diameter that you want then for the gemstones that you're using, but yeah, 0.8 would be great.
Thank you very much for the question and thank you for the answer, my lovely. Now, what can we do on the price on this one? I'm going to squeeze this final one in before the next hour. Are you ready? Are you steady? Emeralds under 20. £15.95 for emeralds, for genuine emeralds. That's one of the big three. The big three are, of course, emerald, ruby, sapphire. One of the big three at one of the most incredibly low prices. How gorgeous are these? Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, in my next hour, we have got some amazing things coming up, so you need to stay tuned. And don't forget, I still have the demo, which will be pearl knotting with the gorgeous Fleur in our 9 o'clock hour as well. Next hour, we will open pre-orders for the kit, and of course, it's going to be fast and furious. So sit back, get yourself a brew, and we shall see you in 2.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend with us £4.95, you will get a free welcome pack. That welcome pack will give you pretty much everything you need to get started. From a manual, which will help you to familiarise yourself with all of the items that you're going to be creating and all of the products that you need, including tools and findings and threads. You'll also get a DVD and step-by-step project cards. These cards and the DVD will give you the chance to be able to create a wonderful arrangement of different items of jewellery. Plus, you'll also get a free 3-pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. So, getting started with the Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. So why not give it a go today? Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Hello, welcome back. I am Lara De-Leuw and this is Jewellery Maker. And if you didn't know that, why did you not know that? Why did you not know that? And this, of course, is the gorgeous one and only Fleur. Fleur.
That is got to be a ringtone for me, that, hasn't it?
Fleur, 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 Fleur. Pick up the phone. Fleur. Moving swiftly on, sorry. I have got two parts to the kit coming up in my next hour, and we are going to pre-order them now. So we are opening those pre-orders on here. The 2 parts are, of course, your 4 strands of your pearls. And this part of the kit, I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret. So in this kit, you are getting your gorgeous 7-inch strand of incredible pearls, and you are also getting, I am going to hold this up with a pair of tweezers because my fingers, I was trying not to touch it but I've had to. I was going to say my fingers put prints on them, but there we are. You're getting these beautiful, beautiful little charms. And let me say this right now, it is going to be the most affordable part of the kit from the entire show. It is going to be so affordable. In fact, can I give them a heads up as to sort of where it's going to go? Okay. This part of the kit is guaranteed under £10. And the only reason we can do that is because we have a huge amount of them. We managed to bulk buy on this one. Of course, you know that if we can get bigger quantities of something, we can drop those prices really low. So what we have here is that in action. So you are going to get an incredible selection of those pearls, and you're going to get those beautiful little charms all for under £10. The pre-orders on this are open now. So pre-order it. It's definitely one that I'd be pre-ordering. And then on top of that, you have the second part of the kit as well, which are 4 strands of incredible quality, beautiful, absolutely beautiful pearls. They are stunning, aren't they? They are absolutely stunning. I love it. I'm sure you're going to love it. Now that's coming up in the next hour, and that is going to be accompanied by a demo of, can you guess what that is? Pearl knotting. That was my pearl knotting coming up in the next hour as well. Now I have also got some star buys for you, which in this hour are rose quartz. And I've got some round bezel earrings as well, which is also in one of those boxes. I'm not quite sure which because I can't see the sticky bits at the back just now. Now though, I am going to bring to you, which one, my lovely? Oh, has anybody changed my boxes? No! Amelia! You destroy the set. Thank you. Thank you, I love you. Right. So, we have now got the correct item. This is 340 carats of black agate rounds. They're 12mm rounds, and it's 38 centimetres in total. They are lush. They are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? I love Amelia. There was a moment there which could have turned quite nasty.
It was saved.
Amelia's there going, but it was saved, it was saved. What are you doing now, woman?
Just playing with boxes.
You're just playing with boxes. Okay, I'll leave you to do that then. There we go. So they are going to go quickly. Love the size of these as well. We're going to be naughty on this. 26 available. Let's take it under £5. Let's get these 26 new homes. £4.95. Fleur, what do you think?
Brilliant. They'd be lovely with the faceted ones because they're slightly smaller, aren't they? They're 1mm smaller.
Yeah.
So I would use those and I'd alternate them and have like a big statement necklace.
I love it. Love it.
With the ring spaces, yeah.
I'm thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, one of those in between each one.
How did you read my mind, Fleur?
Because I saw you pick them up.
That might have given it away. Loads of you on the line for this one. £4.95. That is one of those items you could buy now, put it up for Christmas and give it to somebody who's wanting to do jewellery making for the first time ever.
Do you know, if you did actually rosary link those, that'd make lovely around your Christmas tree as well.
Ooh.
You could have a gemstone Christmas tree. And
That's
have these
lavish.
as sort of like as beautiful baubles. I can't remember the name.
You could also, and I'm thinking, it takes a lot for me to think, but I'm thinking, if you're making your own Christmas crackers, balls, little balls of agate. And of course you can get amethysts as well.
Yeah. You can make cufflinks out of those as well.
Ooh.
So you could do, you know, gents crackers as well.
Ooh, I like the idea of that. What about, no, here's the plan.
Right.
Here is the plan. The plan is, you get some findings, you get some gemstones, you stick them in those crackers, and you let everybody make jewellery on Christmas Day.
That'd be a good idea for after Christmas dinner when everybody's a bit...
Yeah. And choose it specifically for them as well. £4.95. Get that in your basket. Now, which one we doing? Say that again, my lovely. Thank you. Right. Oh! I love these. 240 carats of ruby zoisite. I love this. Zoisite is the same gemstone, of course, or the same gemstone family as tanzanite. Tanzanite is a blue variety of zoisite, and it's called ruby zoisite because you find ruby in it. So it's zoisite, which is the host rock basically, and then, or the host mineral, and then you get the ruby running through. So you will see little bits of red in there. And this is one of the most beautiful examples of ruby zoisite that I've ever seen, because I've got a piece of ruby zoisite at home. It's tiny. It's pretty ugly, to be fair. The one that I've got, it's quite waxy looking. It's a tiny little nugget. It looks a little bit, but it's ruby zoisite, and I wanted ruby zoisite, and that was the thing that was available at the time. So I bought it. But look at these, because there is nothing except perfect, gorgeous artistry on each and every single one of these. I can't guarantee how many of these you're going to get. You could get a lot more than 3. I can guarantee 240 carats. So you might get 4, you might get 5, you might get 3. It depends on the size of the cabochon itself. But love them. Absolutely love them. Really. Under £10. Under £10. You've got to be on that phone line grabbing it. You've got to. That's amazing, isn't it?
They look lovely with the rose quartz that we did earlier.
Ooh.
They were really nice. Because that's quite a nice feminine green, isn't it, as well?
I've actually got rose quartz we did earlier, so let's just combine. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Or jadeite.
Yes, definitely jadeite.
Love them, love them, love them, love them. Grab those while you can. Ooh! Ooh! I love this. I love this stone. I love this stone. Blue lace agate. Again, can't guarantee how many you're going to get. You could get more, you could get less, depending on the size of the stone. But you are going to get a 105 carats of this available. It's gorgeous. You might get different shapes as well. This particular example, there's only ovals, but you might get squares, you might get cushion shape, you might get triangles or rounds. You could get any of those. But again, the price is guaranteed under £10. Grab it, because blue lace agate is normally not less than £10.
It's one of the most expensive agates.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. To be able to get that.
Good luck trying to find it as well.
Yeah.
The amount of different stores I've been into to get, have you got any blue lace? Oh, okay, no, right there, okay. Do you have any blue? No, okay. Now, how many? Oh, there's only 7 chances remaining on this, and that's it. Get them checked out of your basket. There's a lot of you there with them in baskets, not yet checked out. I love them. They're just so tranquil and so beautiful.
They're like a blue jadeite, aren't they? They have got that kind of serenity about them, just like a blue jadeite.
In fact, again, combined with jadeite, that would be the perfect combination, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Love it. Now, there is more of you with it in your baskets than we have here, so we've over allocated on those, so make sure you're checking them out. Not everybody's going to get them. It is fastest fingers first on that one now. Now, next up, ooh, oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Sorry, bit high pitched then. How many of these have we got? How many of these have we got? Why did you do this to me? Take a look at this. So find yourself your favourite strand that you've got at home. You find one gemstone off there, if it's in a round, you pop that into here. You can change whatever gemstone is each day. If you've got rounds of rose quartz and on one day you want, do you know what? I'm going to go pink today. Maybe, because we've just seen it, blue lace agates. Maybe you want some blue lace agate in there on another day. Maybe you're feeling a little bit fruity and you want some peridot in there, or maybe you want some amethyst. I don't know. Whatever you feel like on each day, you can mix and match. All you need, do you know what? I think even a 12 mil, a 10 mil would fit in there. Oh, here we are. There's a great example. So you can change it up. You can decide whatever you want to do. It is a 925 sterling silver round tree of life cage locket. It was 10 you said, wasn't it? 10 available. 10 chances. This is what it should have been at. We are not doing it at that price now. We are taking it right down to £17.95, taking £10 off that price. I love that.
You could put a little love letter in there. You could put a picture in there as well. You could have it as an actual locket, couldn't you? You could have anything in there.
Love it. Absolutely love it. That's just, it's beautiful. That is beautiful.
It's lovely craftsmanship, isn't it? With
it really is, because you've actually got the pattern of the tree is on both sides as well. So there's one side. Oh, look, there it is again. Hello. How gorgeous is that? Only 4 chances though, that's it. Good luck. Very, very limited. It's presenter's pick time now. Presenter's pick. Presenters pick. I love, every time I see this gemstone now, I think of you. Because it's the colour your hair is. So it is rose quartz. 55 carats of rose quartz. Hello! And now looking at the pearls in the next kit going, hello. Hello, boils. Ooh, ooh. I'm going to pop this one next to it first because I love that combination anyway, instantly. But the other pearls I think will look beautiful as well. 55 carats in total. The pearls, of course, are coming up in the next hour. We're looking at graduated faceted rondelles, 2x1 to 6x3 millimetres, and it's a huge 29 centimetre strand. Each and every single one of these, you can see the beautiful faceting on all of them. Aren't they magical? Dan is now guaranteeing me that it will be at a new price. Oh my life. Are you serious? I've got 100 of these in stock. £6.95 each. That 100 doesn't seem like a lot all of a sudden, does it?
Oh.
That is ridiculous.
That's your perfect sort of like bridesmaid's colour, isn't it? You know, if you make bridal jewellery.
Yeah.
Because rondelles are so easy to work with as well. You can wire wrap them in tiara twists. You can put them into sort of like a tennis style, like end-to-end bracelet, necklace. Well, you've got a necklace length there, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
There we are. 29 centimetres. How many inches is that? I'm going to measure it. Over 12 inches.
Yep,
is what you're getting there.
Just a little bit of chain at the back, or a few pearls interspersed in, just to stretch, you know, to elongate them out.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry for the ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm thinking of those spacers,
the little spacers,
those little rings from earlier on. That would be a beautiful combination. Love it, absolutely love it. Or of course the rose gold. Look at that. Love it. Absolutely love it. Or, of course, pair it with something like your emeralds. Now, they are whizzing out of the building very, very quickly, as you can imagine. At £6.95 for a strand like this. Grab them while you can. Definitely grab them. What would you do with them?
I think I would be doing little bar necklaces and bracelets. So if you thread about 2 inches as a bar, and then pop it onto some wire and then do a wrap loop either side, so it sits as a bar kind of necklace and the same as a bracelet then as well. Yeah. And then earrings, so you could get a whole suite of jewellery in that kind of style from that one strand. And then your findings and your chain, obviously, as well. Yeah. You could probably get, could you get 2 suites of jewellery if you did it in that design? Yeah, you probably could, yeah. Or if you wanted just a full bracelet, you could have a full rose quartz bracelet, and then the bits on the end. So I'd probably use the middle section for that, and then have a really nice drop pair of earrings with the 2 parts that are left. Love it.
That's a really gorgeous idea, actually. Beautiful, beautiful combination. Now, I'm going to bring up something else that I know you're going to love. So we've I'm molting. I'm going bald. I'm molting. So we had earlier on a fabulous strand of labradorite. I have got a gorgeous alternative, or addition if you wish, this time in serpentine or serpentine. You are looking at 100 carats. Now I'm just going to marry them up. They're slightly smaller in size than the labradorite, because of course it's a gemstone that's particularly harder to get a hold of. But look at those. If you married those up, look at the almost a lime green that you're getting. Those two are really lovely. They are a gorgeous gemstone. It's not a gemstone you see very often. In fact, the first time that I ever encountered this gemstone was when I was down in London doing the gemology qualification. And it was the first time I'd encountered it as an alternative to jadeite and nephrite. Because in some instances, I mean, this is actually a really great example, that's very similar in look to what you would expect from jadeite or nephrite. And because it's actually got little, almost fibrous inclusions, which is what you get in your jadeite, you can see why it would have been passed off as that stone. So I was introduced to it because of that. It is a gorgeous gemstone in its own right. I understand why people have passed it off as jadeite over the years, but it is a gorgeous stone. It's a beautiful stone. It's unusual. It's magical. If you look at every single one of these, you will see they're slightly different. Not one of them is the same. Some will be more translucent, some will be slightly more green, some will have flecks in it, a little bit like you'd expect to see with your unikite. It's a stunning stone, and I'd love, grab it just for the stone itself. You don't have to do anything with it, just grab it for the stone.
They would make lovely flowers with the rose quartz as well. So if you popped some wire through there and just did a little tiara twist on the rose quartz to create like a stamen of a flower.
Yes, yeah, I like the idea of that. Yeah, you could, and then have a little... Oh, that'd be so pretty.
Or
what
can
we do?
Little skirts.
Oh!
You've got to make little flower fairies.
Oh! Flower fairies, love flower fairies. Love £8.95. It is a really, really, really good price. That is stunning. Now, talking of the gemstone that this is often used, I say as an alternative, basically, it can't be called a simulant really, can it? A fraud of, I suppose. This gemstone is passed off as the one we're going to have a look at next. Grab a hold of this and then grab a hold of jadeite. Hello! And you'll see instantly, in fact, what would be really lovely is if you could actually get both of them and combine the two. You can actually see there, can't you, why it would have been used as an alternative. They are incredible. Grab both of them. So that one was the serpentine we just looked at. The jadeite is what we're looking at now. It's 210 carats of the most luxurious strand. I've always loved this gemstone.
I have.
There's something about it. And I love looking at the mythology behind the gemstones and the qualities that it has. And that comes from me looking at sort of the crystal healing and things like that. But for me, this gemstone, there's just something about it.
Yeah, well, it's civilizations have adored this gemstone. It's never waned in its popularity in the Far East. It's from when they first sort of like revered it to now it's still held in that same high esteem.
Yeah.
And it's the only gemstone that's fixed with 24 karat gold. So if it has an anomaly in it, or if it has a crack or something like that, they will never throw it away. They fix it with gold.
Wow. That's
We do a
something I
jadeite.
didn't know.
I do a jadeite workshop.
Ooh.
So here, so it's always a popular workshop.
Now that's something I didn't know. There we are, learn something new. Learn something new every day. Definitely get a hold of jadeite. It is one of those stones that it is. I can't say anything more. You need to get it in your hands. You need to hold it. You need to just take a look at it. And again, don't do anything with it if you don't want to. It's beautiful. I'd combine this again. I'm bringing those rings back in again. Sorry, I am, but I love it. Have they sold out? Sorry, I keep bringing. If you did get a hold of those, they have gone now. Get this, the combination of the two. Can we just have a look at your bracelet for a moment? Yeah. I love these bracelets. They're the ones I was stroking earlier on. It is beautiful. That's all you need to do. All you need to do. I'm just looking at it and stroking it.
It's the most amazing gemstone that Mother Nature ever created.
There we are, that's saying something. Are you ready for this? I think you're going to love this price point. We're going to take everything off we can on this one and give you an incredible, incredible price. $21.95. That is amazing. That is seriously amazing. Take a look. Well, first of all, try and find genuine jade jewellery, genuine jadeite jewellery. Seriously, try and find it and look at the prices. My friend went to China and he proposed to his missus over there, and he says, all I want to do is get a ring of jadeite. That's all I want to do, and of course I'm going to China, so I'll be able to get it really, really, really affordably. He came back with nothing. It was so expensive out there that he came back with nothing. And he was not expecting it. Pearls, he says you could get loads of pearls, but jadeite, nah.
Jadeite's the highest amount of a gemstone by itself sold at auction. So without any accompanying gemstones or any gold or platinum with it. And I think they were 3.2 million for a pair of jadeite bangles.
Wow.
Sold at a huge auction house.
Yeah.
But it's the highest spent on a gemstone without any accompanying diamonds or platinum or anything with it.
Yeah, this works out about 10 pence a carat, just over 10 pence a carat.
Make yourself a lovely bracelet. I always say with jadeite, make yourself a piece of jewellery before you ever think about making something for anybody else.
Yeah. It is a selfish stone in that regard, isn't it? And I don't say that in a bad way, I say that in a very, very good way. This is a treat to yourself. Forget about making jewellery for other people right now. You've done that. Forget about selling it. You've done that. Make something for you. Make something. And actually, do you know what you deserve? You deserve it. You really do. This is that little treat to yourself. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. There's a quality to it which is incredible. Now, next up, hello. Little charms for you now. Silver butterfly charms. That sounded really nefarious then, didn't it? Silver butterfly charms. Right, we are looking at 925 sterling silver to be exact. There is only 19 of these available, I'm afraid. There's 5 in a pack, and they are all stamped with the 925 sterling silver. I'm going to twist that around, you'll be able to see. So they've all got those there. Very, very limited, so this is going to be an on and gone. We're going to drop that price to £5.95. There it is. That, again, brilliant, because you can separate these out. 1 per bracelet. It works out around about £1.19 each. How gorgeous are they? Already Charlotte's straight there. Well done, my lovely. Earrings as well. They're quite nice as earrings.
I've got a horrendous phobia of butterflies.
Have you?
Just look at them.
Really?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
don't look at them. Don't look at them. If you don't have a phobia of butterflies, have a look. There is now only a handful remaining, and that's it. Janet, well done. You got yours there as well. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, no problem. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? I love the idea maybe of getting a little bit of enamel. Oh, cerulean in those little holes, and then get some of your Swarovski. Hello, pretty sparkle. Sparkle. Great addition. Great addition. Gotta love it. Now we are down to our last final few. I would be tempted to maybe, not, what do you call it? I know, don't look at them, don't look at them.
Hands are sweaty.
Oh, okay, don't look at them. Right, we'll move swiftly on, let's move on, because I don't want to make, are you genuinely sweating?
Yeah, they're trained assassins. I don't like them. Painted, trained assassins.
Oh, dear goodness me. Say that again, my lovely. Is it my must-have already? Goodness me, it's almost half-time already. This is my must-have. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's the fireworks. That'll do. These are stunning because you are looking at Ethiopian opal. Gorgeous. How many of these do we have? Right, so I've got 164 of these, so I have been guaranteed that we're going to take this to an incredibly low price. But I want to be looking more at what you're getting, because this Ethiopian strand is stunning. You are getting a combination of the varieties of opal available. So you're looking at, see these are more creamy milky in the middle, and then if you look to the side, you're then getting more translucent. So you're getting the translucency right through to the creamy milky ones, which are almost opaque. It is a gorgeous combination. You very rarely get to see that combo. And of course, it's Ethiopian opal. There's not as much Ethiopian opal out there as there was once upon a time. Now, the opal that's coming out of the newer mines that we're seeing is black opal. You're not really seeing the whites the same way as we did once upon a time. And of course, as you know, the majority of the mine itself, if we look at the Weigel Tenor mine, that one was such a narrow strip, it was only about a metre or so, and that's now gone as far as I'm aware. Last time I looked anyway, the information was that it wasn't available anymore. So everything that's in the industry is in the industry. And unless you're wanting the newer varieties, which are the black opals coming out, it's so difficult to get a hold of something like this. So to get that combination of the opals there, I mean, take a look. There you've got the fantastic play of colour. That play of colour is remarkable. And you are getting blues, you're getting greens, you're getting reds. Now, in the Australian opal, red is something you see quite a bit of, but in Ethiopian opal, it's the reds that we want to be seeing. They are so difficult to get, and you're getting them in here. You're getting those gorgeous blues, you're getting those fantastic greens. And those colours are all down to the wavelength that is hitting them and the way it bounces back. It's such a magical strand. I love it. Absolutely adore it. It's definitely worth considering getting a hold of this, even if you're never going to do anything with it. Now, I've just been told where it's going to go. I'm not going to say anything. You just got to get on the phone line. Simple as that.
That's crackers.
Yeah, that is bananas. How many did you say? 160? And we've gone that low? I would have expected we needed at least 300 to go that low. Grab it. Grab it while you can. That is a seriously amazing price point when you're getting opal. Really. And this is what we do. When we can get a hold of it, we will give you the most amazing opportunities. And we do try with every single gemstone we bring to you to bring you amazing opportunities. And this one, by far, is definitely incredible, isn't it? Look at those. What would you do with this strand, my lovely?
I think I would be inclined to keep them all together, and I would use that as the centre section to a necklace. I think I think with Ethiopian opal, the more you keep them together, the more they sort of like have that higher impact.
Yeah.
When you start to sort of like put one and then maybe another few, say pearls, and then one, they lose their impact. So for me, this is one of those strands where I'd say keep them all together, or blocks of them together. So, you know, even if just like an inch of them, just so they can all sort of like really wow you with that colour play.
Love, 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 love the idea of that. Now, I have just been informed something that I wasn't expecting was going to happen. So, I've been bought a box. And when Dan's just in my ear said, I've got a box that's just been bought to you, and I looked over here going, what? No, we're talking a box. So I've now got a box of 1 to 16, and I've just been told these are items that we shouldn't have. They were supposed to be on this morning, but there wasn't enough time to bring them to you. So we're very lucky to have them. We're going to do Fast Paced and Furious. So, Fast Paced and Furious, items that I have not yet seen. Okie dokie. This is gorgeous. This is your agate. Take a look at these. Take a look at each of these. They look very much like Botswana agate, don't they? But they're not. They're Laguna lace agates. Goodness me. Have you seen these before? I've not seen these before.
It's an amazing, amazing gemstone. It's almost got like a more mookaite sort of like tones to them rather than the Botswanas. I think they're from Mexico.
These are richer colours, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are indeed from Mexico, you're right there. Absolutely. Now I just want to double check, are there any treatments to these? Right, they are natural. So now I would have expected these to have been dyed. So the fact they're natural is really amazing. That means it's got a very similar quality to them as the Botswana agates, which is known as the king of the agates. I think this would give it a run for its money, in fairness.
Yeah. It just has those sort of like, do you like mookaite has that really nice, not a mulberry tone, but that kind of...
Like a chocolatey?
Yeah.
Oh no, the
purpley. Yeah.
It's like a mauvey type.
Yeah, it's like that mauve.
Yeah.
You get that mauve colour coming through with some of them. And it's just I mean, like, everyone is just so individual. They're like little planets,
They
some
are
of them.
really unique. £19.95, fabulous price point. These are gorgeous. I've not seen this particular agate before and I'm in love with it already. Absolutely adore it. The fact it's I mean, look at this. Look how unique each and every single one of these. It's ridiculously intricate. That is a gorgeous strand. If you can get a hold of it, definitely get a hold of it. Now, next up, I'm going to bring you some Cullinan white topaz. And of course, it's called Cullinan because it's named after the Cullinan diamond. And the Cullinan topaz itself was a huge, 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 huge topaz. I can't remember how many carats it was exactly, but it was massive. I attempted to pick it up at one point, and goodness me, it was so heavy, so heavy. 100 carats of Cullinan topaz. And you can see, I mean, look there straight away. Goodness me. Can you actually see that? I don't think. You've got a rainbow effect. It's almost like you've got fire in here, but actually what it is there's a surface on the inside of this which is reflecting the light, and you're getting a wonderful rainbow effect. Gorgeous quality to each and every single one. It's the perfect gemstone to go with any design because it is so bright and so sparkly. It is definitely worth getting a hold of it at $32.95. Brilliant. That is gorgeous. Oh, goodness me. What do you think?
I think this with some smaller black gemstones, that is your red carpet look.
Absolutely.
And I would use it in that kind of design as it is, and then where they naturally, the points are, where there's a space, I would put a black gemstone, or any colour gemstone of your choice, but I think black and that white topaz would just be a match made in heaven.
Yeah, it really would. Really would. Gorgeous combination. Love it. Absolutely adore it. Love the fact it's pear shapes as well. Love them. Hold those lines on that one. I'm going to bring you some green amethyst next. Oh, hello. There we are. Bringing the packaging with it there as well. So this is green amethyst. Look at this. There's a massive amount here. Look how long this strand is. Goodness me. 135 carats to be exact. 135 carats of beautiful green amethyst. 9 by 5 to 15 by 7, and it's a 28 centimetre strand. Oh, I'm liking this. Now we're going to be naughty on this one. I can guarantee that you're going to get this under £20. £17.95. I'd actually like to pop this with the rose quartz from earlier.
Yeah.
Because I think that combination would be beautiful. In fact, I've got the rose quartz. Let's just bring that in for a moment so you can see.
I always think of green amethyst. You know when you see the little water droplets on leaves in the morning, like the dew?
Oh, yes.
Just like that, because it's sort of like the green of the leaf colours the water. Just like that.
Brilliant. Yep, I agree with that. Love it. In fact, if that's the case, is there any way we can sort of bring it in with these little flowery?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe turn it the other way, so. Ta-da. Love them. Absolutely love them. You're loving them as well. Gorgeous look. Now I'm going to move on there because I did say it's fast and furious. So next up, I'm going to be bringing to you. Hello. Oh, wow. You seen one of these before? I've not seen this before. Hello. You're very beautiful, aren't you? Look at where have you been hiding? Where have you been hiding? 925 sterling silver, gem set triple linked connector with your tanzanite cabs. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, make that into a necklace, please.
And all you need to do is just one of our open-ended necklaces, just 2 jump rings and that's done.
Yeah. I'm actually tempted with a bracelet as well.
Yeah.
But I think it would sit so nicely as a necklace. So nicely as a necklace. In fact, I'm just going to pop it to the neckline. Just the look of this. Isn't that beautiful? That is magical. And like I said, so easy to make into a necklace. And that there is high-end glamour. High-end look to it. It's beautiful. And I tell you what, the price is going to be as amazing. That is gorgeous. Now this one again is one for you. Treat yourself to it. Of course, you can be making it and then selling it on at a higher price. Of course, that's not going to be a problem at all. But I'd be tempted to get it and treat yourself. If you're going to buy yourself a Christmas present this year, or just because piece, yeah, this is the one. This is the one.
I bought myself a present last week. My children going back to school present.
Yay! Is that a thing now?
It is now,
I've got this to come.
Yes, yeah. It usually involves wine and chocolate, but this time it involves shoes as well.
Amazing.
If I'd have seen something like this, I would have had this as well.
That is a really good idea. Do you know what? I bought myself a chocolate bar today. She's not going back to school though. Now, these are extremely limited, as you can imagine. We've not been able to get a lot of them. They are incredible. The amount of silver you're getting here is just, I mean, you can see for yourself, can't you? Look how incredibly detailed the silver work is as well on the sides. All the way around. That is magic. And of course, you're getting 17.5 carats of tanzanite in there as well. How much silver are we getting in this? Does it say? Oh, hello. I can hear you now. What was that? 9 grams. 9 grams of silver.
And those cabochon, that tanzanite is really, really blue, isn't it?
It's really deep.
It's a real deep colour of
Really
tanzanite.
deep, really rich, really sumptuous. This is a treat yourself piece. This is if it's your birthday soon, or a nudge to your husband or your partner. You know you were going to get me something for my birthday. There you go. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, hello. Sorry. This, I'm hoping the camera will pick this up. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous strand. Where has this been hiding? You can guess the gemstone straight away, can't you? Just by the colour of it. And by those beautiful blues coming through. Have you guessed what it is yet? Did you just say rose quartz? Love it, spot on, absolutely, yes. Oh, okay, I've been told I've got to put this on hold, yes? Yeah? Oh, computer says no. It was, it was. I don't have anything in that box, my lovely. Good, isn't it? I was going to say good start, but we've been here for a while. Oh, yes, I got that. Do you know what? You were spot on! It is rose quartz. No, this is beautiful. Now, did you say you wanted the pink sapphire? Because I've got picked up the rose quartz. You want the pink? Okay, that's a different box. That's a different box. Let's do the pink sapphire. So you were wrong. I was wrong. Oh dear, computer says no to one. It's a completely different box on the other. But it's pink. It is pink though. Now it is a box from the early morning, so that's why we're getting a bit confused, because this is not a box that we were going to have. So we're now looking at pink sapphire. 18 carats to be precise. I love pink sapphire. I want to say sapphire so good, but we've got so many mistakes so far. It's not sapphire so good, is it? Oh dear. Now this one has got a reasonable quantity in, however, it's not very often we get pink sapphire, and they're normally extremely popular. And I'm just looking at this, and I'm looking at the beautiful deep pinks that you're getting here. Oh, aren't they lush?
And it's a shape of gemstone that even if you're a beginner you can use. So you haven't got to sort of like briolette wrap the top of a gemstone if it's in a pear shape or a briolette shape. Because these are ovals, you can literally just thread them on with your beautiful rice pearls that are coming up in the next hour. So they would be amazing next to that kind of shape of pearl. Because you've got that kind of elongation to both of those.
Yeah. The colours actually are very much reflected in the pearls themselves, aren't they? It's like it picks up. It's almost like it's reflecting the colour back at you. Really nice combination. That's coming up in the next hour, by the way. If you ever wanted to know how to pearl knot, then that is the demo that's coming up in the next hour as well. So stay tuned. That's only about 10 minutes away, just over. Oh, goodness me, it's going really quickly, isn't it?
Tonight.
Flying. Now let's see what kind of price we can do on this. It is a rare beauty to see the combination of colour and the shape and the gemstone itself. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. £26.95. Again, one of those treat yourself prices. Definitely one of those treat yourself prices. Love it. How beautiful are these? Nothing quite like it.
Yeah. It's got a real beautiful depth to that colour.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It'd look lovely with the topaz, actually.
Oh, it
would. Topaz.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Let me see if I've still got that. I do. If you would like to combine it with another gorgeous gemstone, that is the combination we're talking about. Love it. Now, am I right in thinking it's a style buy? It is style buy time. Hey there, welcome back. I have got a style buy for you. What could they be? What could they possibly be? That's not the best way of showing them, really. They are bezel earrings. So they're 925 sterling silver round bezel earrings. Doesn't look like there's anything there, does it? Let me just pop them out, because you are actually getting 3 pairs of these. They are basically ready for you to glue in a gemstone, maybe a pearl if you wanted a pearl in there, or of course you can use cerulean in there as well. I keep forgetting, what is the name? I keep thinking of wax. It's not wax. Resin.
Resin?
Resin. You can use resin as well. Anything else you could use that I've missed out?
Polymer clay.
Polymer clay, yeah. Silver clay?
You could use silver clay in there, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely silver clay. There's lots of things that you could actually add into there. If you've got any of the, we used to do something called jewel enamel. If you've got any of that jewel enamel, like thick, ultra thick embossing powder kind of thing, that kind of thing. Yeah, but for me, this would be resin, because I love my resin. So
I haven't seen resin in a long time.
You might be seeing some soon.
Oh, please tell me you have. I love you.
Might be doing a bit of a relaunch.
Really?
Really? Yes. Yeah. It's all coming up quite soon. So you'll need things like this to be able to put your resin in.
Get on those phone lines. That's hurt my voice, but get on those phone lines. That is amazing. Oh, that's the best news. That is the best news. That is the best news. Oh, sorry, bit excited now. A little bit. Right, 925 sterling silver round bezel earring, 6mm, 3 pairs. Please let me be on that. I need to be on that. Are you ready for it? 3 pairs for £5.95, and they are your sterling silver as well. And if you love your resin, I would be getting a hold of them. I would be getting a hold of them. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm so happy right now. You have no idea how happy you've made me.
I love it. Resin was my first line of my jewellery business.
Was it?
A long, long time ago, yes.
You know, it's been so long since I've done any resin, I cannot remember what quantity of what you put together, because it's like 2 parts, 2 to 1, that's it. There you go.
But these would be absolutely perfect for those earrings, and just a little bit of resin, a little bit of glitter, you can make them look really special.
Unicorns! Unicorns! Anyway, if you've never used resin, you can use other things. Of course, like we were mentioning cerulean in there. So if you've got your Swarovski crystals, you could use that very, very easily. It's a fabulous opportunity. Get a hold of them. Multi-buys on here as well. I mean, Jenny's there with 2. I've got Heather there with 2. We did have a big quantity. It is going very quickly. So if you see it, like it, love it, want it, grab them. It's so worth it. And the fact is, it's when you see something like this, you would normally expect it to be a base metal, wouldn't you? Not by any stretch of the imagination.
So somebody left a little bit of cerulean when they made a piece of cerulean. So I'm just saying, in case anybody didn't know what cerulean was.
So cerulean is, what would you call it?
It's an epoxy clay. So like resin is an epoxy resin. It's 2 parts. It's exactly the same. So you can use cerulean and resin together. Of the resin that we sell together, because it's both epoxy. So yeah, it's an epoxy clay, and you embed your Swarovskis or your gemstones or whatever you want really into it, and it just needs a bezel to sit in like that.
So in this instance, it's a bit of wire that's been created, but of course you won't need anything like that because you've got the base there and the bezel that goes around it. So you just pop a little bit on there and then put one or two or several of the Swarovski, depending on the size way.
Yeah.
It'll look fab, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Love it. Loads of you taking more than one. 3 seems to be the average at the moment. 2s and 3s, the majority. It looks amazing though when you've got the cerulean there, and when you've got your not gemstones, your Swarovskis, and of course, love it. Now I'm going to squeeze one more in then. I'm going to squeeze one more in. Here it is. I've got some purple garnet. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. That's very, I want to say mulberry. Mulberry. 65 carats. 65 carats of purple garnet. Beautiful, beautiful colour. Now, how many of these have we got? Right, there's only 35 chances that we've got of here, and Dan is saying he wants to clear the vault of these, so he wants to give you the most amazing deal, and he says once you see the price, they're going to go. So are you ready? Garnet, purple garnet, 65 carats of it for £5.95. Yeah, that's going to go. That's going to go. That's going to fly out. No question about it. That is going to go, Bambino. That is going to go. Goodness me. How amazing is that price? Oh, I'm loving that. Loving the look that you're getting. Loving the fact you are getting that richness of tone, and you are actually seeing through as well. You're getting translucency. Often you find that the purple garnets tend to be more opaque because they're so dark the light won't pass through it. But here you can actually see. They're much like pomegranates, aren't they?
They are. They are lovely, aren't they?
I love the look of
doesn't garnet mean pomegranate stone?
Yeah. I think they've got it spot on.
They have for those ones.
Definitely got it spot on. Please don't try and eat them. That would be very bad. Very bad indeed. Loving the look of this though.
Garnet and pearls are my favourite combination of those two because they're both very historic gemstones.
Lovely idea. Now there's only about 10 remaining of them and that's it. Of course these pearls are coming up in the next hour. Love them, absolutely love them. Next hour is of course the kit. We are going to be learning how to pearl knot. I was going to say not pearl then. It's like, no, clearly that is not the right combination. Pearl knot. So we are going to be pearl knotting in the next hour, and I did give you a heads up to the special part of the kit which we managed to get a big quantity of, and I mean big quantity of, which meant that we could take that particular section of the kit under £10. So it is an amazing opportunity, and that's all coming up very shortly actually. Very shortly. Can I squeeze one more in before? Right. Multicoloured barrel. Now we've seen a couple of multicoloured barrels today. We saw one multicoloured barrel and one multicoloured aquamarine. These would complement either of them perfectly.
They would.
Really would. Or even the rose quartz, or the labradorite, or the jadeite. Any of those.
Or the
really.
The blue lace agate cabochons. You could frame these. If you're going to put it onto a backing fabric, you could frame them with these.
That's a really lovely idea. Now, unfortunately, there is only 33 chances that we have on this one. 40 carats in total. 4 mils. Are 4 mils a good size to work with?
They are, because you can actually keep them as a 4 mil, or you can make them beady bead and make an even bigger bead.
Brilliant. We're going to take the price right down. Squeezing it in. Squeezing it in. Final 33 chances, £10.95 each. That is amazing. Now, don't go anywhere, dial in on that one. It is going to be the gorgeous pearl knotting coming up in a moment. So sit back, get yourself a brew, maybe a hot chocolate, and we'll see you in 2.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Tune in this Monday at 10 AM for the Jewellery Maker Paso collection. This stunning collection focuses on a variation of the step cut, which enhances the brilliance of the gem. The exceptional lapidary work reveals the true potential, colour and beauty of each individual gemstone. The Paso collection, only on Jewellery Maker.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Lara De-Leuw and this, who are you?
I don't know. Zelda.
Zelda! Yes, mother! Is of course Fleur, Fleur, Fleur,
That's it.
Fleur, answer your phone, Fleur, answer your phone, Fleur.
It's really a
Fleur,
ringtone.
Fleur. I love you, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep doing it. It is kit time and we've got two parts to the kit. Now the first part of the kit is naughty.
It is.
It's naughty. I'm just going to say that one more time. It's naughty. Why is it naughty? Because we managed to get a big quantity of these. So we're talking about 7 inches of the most incredible coloured pearls. And on top of that, you're also going to be getting some beautiful, I want to say silver charms,
Yeah.
but I think they're a little bit more of a feature because I'd like them as a necklace actually, as a little pendant. But you are getting your charms. There are 5 of them in the pack. Now, you are getting a little jump ring there as well at the top, so you can actually add gemstones or whatever you want to it. You can see that there. Now, we managed to source 200 of these. 200. So because of that, we are guaranteeing this part of the kit is going to go under £10. Oh yes! There are lots of you who have pre-ordered this already. I don't blame you. You are getting your 925 sterling silver tree branch charms, 5 of them in a pack, and then you're getting your peacock freshwater cultured pearl button beads, which are 8 by 9 mil, and it is a 7-inch strand. There it is, £9.95, guaranteed under that £10. It looks amazing under £10, and it's purely because we managed to get 200 of them. That's it. Because the more we can buy, the lower we can get that price for you, and that is the way we try and do it every single time. And in this instance, we were extremely, extremely lucky. Lucky. Loads of you on the phone lines already. We did put these on pre-order at the beginning of the last hour, and a good quantity of the stock had already been allocated by then. It is fantastic. Get it in your basket and check it out. Check out. Love it. Aren't they gorgeous?
They are absolutely beautiful. And these charms are charms and connectors. You've actually got 3 connection points on them. So you have, if you just, can you just grab one?
Yep. You got your tweezers, haven't you? Because my fingers tend to just go.
So you've actually got, if I put it on there, so you've actually got the connector that's at the top, the connector that's on the side here, but you've also got a connector there on the back as well. So that's how I've used them in the earrings and in the pendants. So that's how you've got 2. So you've got 2 actual pearls on each one. And I've got all that jewellery, and I've still got 4 pearls left over from that strand. And I've done a bracelet, a pair of earrings, and a necklace as well. So I just find them really, when I saw them I was like, oh, they're so sweet. And you can put them together. I've just popped a little jump ring in the middle there just to connect them together. And it just creates a really nice focal point to any bracelet or necklace. But if you're multi-bought, then you can obviously make a lot more pieces. I mean, the necklace, I've just added a chain onto there, but you know, if you wanted to get the second part of the kit, then you could actually make a pearl necklace to go with.
Just been informed, I apologise, but I thought there was 200 of these. We did have 240 of them originally. Already a huge quantity has been allocated. There's loads of you there who are multi-buying as well. Audrey's got 3, I've got Rona who's got 2, I've got Charlotte who's got 3, I've got Collector in Bedfordshire in 3, Catherine there has got 2. I don't blame you. Just, for that strand on its own, that is incredible. And I love this bracelet.
You can see all the colours of the pearls there. As it turns, you can see the quality of those pearls. I mean, the nacre on them is absolutely amazing. It's just...
It's
they're
incredible,
verging
isn't
on
it?
metallic pearls.
They really are.
Verging on metallic pearls.
The colourway that you're getting in them, for me, it's second to none. It's stunning. Love that combination. And, I mean, look at the way you've used the actual charms there. The connectors, love it. Absolutely love it. Now, we have got less than 150 remaining.
If there's any left, are we getting them?
There you go. Now, there's lots of you still with it in your basket. Don't forget to check those baskets out, and lots of you on multi-buying, which is fantastic to see. Love, 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 love it. Absolutely love it. Now, there is a second part to the kit as well. Now, this is 4 strands of pearls. 4 strands of incredible quality pearls. In fact, if I just show you here, shall I just nudge this along over there so you can see? They are good sizes as well, aren't they?
They are. I did have I only got my kits for this show on Thursday, so I had a little bit of cross wires. I thought these were to go with the other kit, which is why I used them with the first kit.
Of course.
But, you know, because you're pearl knotting, as soon as you learn to pearl knot, you really want to learn more about pearl knotting, so lots more pearls, sort of like knot is even better. The sizes of the pearls that you get in this kit are absolutely lovely, because you get these really delicate ones. You got those beautiful oval, rice-shaped
I can actually give you the sizes now. So we've got 6x7 to 7x8. That's a 40 centimetre strand. We've got 8x7, which is a 41 centimetre strand. Then we've got 7.5 by 6, which is a 41 centimetre strand, and a 7 by 6. So you're getting a really good quality. So you're actually getting 2 strands of nuggets, 1 strand of small nuggets, and 1 strand of drops. That is incredible.
But because the drops are drilled top to bottom, they're almost like a rice bead shape, so you get an even longer surface area of that pearl lustre. I used one of the small nugget strands for this kind of a design, because you want that kind of organic look to those pearls.
Yes.
These 2 strands that you're going to get in this kit are absolutely perfect for that kind of look, and because they're so individual, they're just unique, they're just beautiful, and they're my favourite strands out of that
Love
bundle.
It. I mean, if you popped these together now, all of them, no matter what the sizes of them, they are so beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Really beautiful. So 4 incredible strands. What can we do price-wise on these? Dan's going to work his magic. £24.95, which again, it's fantastic.
It really is, because you think of a pearl knotted necklace. I mean, my pearl knotted necklaces start from about 80 to £200-300, depending on the pearls that I'm using. I mean, you can pearl knot any gemstone and any pearl, really. It doesn't matter if they're not, perfect rounds. The nuggets are exactly the same to pearl knot as they would be if they were the oval shapes or the larger pearls that are in there as well. Wow. So once you learn how to pearl knot, it's just you want as many pearls as you can to actually practice with and sort of make jewellery with.
How easy is pearl knotting?
Very easy. Very easy. It's a technique that you have to practice.
Yeah.
So it's like anything. The more you practice, the better it will become. But generally, when I teach the pearl knotting workshops here, within the first half an hour, we've got getting there to more perfect knots. But at the end of the day, your pearls are still your pearls, so even if it goes wrong, you just cut it up and start again. It's just a little bit of silk that you've lost. Your pearls are still, the same as what they were when you first started, so you can practice, and if you're not happy, you can take it apart and start again. Yeah,
and if you're wondering why would you pearl knot, I can give you the great reason why. I had a necklace, and luckily it wasn't real pearls, so that wasn't a problem. But if you have them on one strand, if it breaks for any reason, you've lost all of your pearls. They will bounce across the floor, and it will be a tiny little restaurant, and it will be the loudest noise in that restaurant, and you will be running around the tables under people's feet, trying to find those little tiny things.
Not good.
There we are. That's why you pearl knot, because you knot each one, so you make sure each pearl will not drop off. If you break one tiny section, that's it. You don't have to worry about it. So it's a great thing to do.
And it's the drape as well. So when you put a pearl or any bead onto a beading wire, because it's actually got a wire inside, it's more of a static piece of jewellery. Yeah. When you pearl knot, they sort of they pull and drape, so they move with you, which also helps with the movement. When you move, you catch all the pearl lustre, because it moves with you rather than being a static piece of jewellery. So it is. And it showcases each and every pearl to its, gives it like a little frame almost, to show just how beautiful each pearl is.
Well, I never actually thought of it in the regard of the movement, because it's more of an organic movement, and it's an organic gemstone, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
just as you move, it moves with you.
I love that idea. There we are. Right. Would you like to show us
I would.
how to do said knotting of the pearls?
So usually I show you how to pearl knot with the knotting awl and the macrame board. So I thought I'd show you how to use a pair of tweezers this time to pearl knot. Both are as equally as sort of historic way of knotting pearls than the other. There is tools out there now that will help you knot, so you've got actual pearl knotting tools which help you, whichever works for you really, because it's the same effect whatever you're going to use. I find tweezers nice and quick. The knotting awl I find equally as quick, but I'm used to using both of them. I don't have a preference between the two of them, but I just thought I'd show you how to use these. So you don't actually need perfect bead knotting tweezers. If you've got a pair of eyebrow tweezers that go to a point, that's absolutely fine. What you don't want is you don't want them to have ridges on the inside. So if they have got ridges on the inside, you just take a file and just file them down. So you just have them smooth on the inside. So if you're looking at tweezers, because sometimes you can buy things called diamond tweezers, which have got the ridges on the inside to hold the gemstone in place. Yeah. So you don't want those bits. Something like that. Even a pair of round nose pliers are exactly the same. So the other thing we need is something to thread them onto or to knot them onto. Now the most traditional is silk, but that doesn't mean to say that you have to use silk every time. You can use things like S-lon, C-lon, anything that will go onto your pearls must go onto your knotting material, and the knot that's formed has to stay on the outside of the knot. If not, it's the material's too thin and the pearl's too big, the pearl knot's too big.
Oh, can I just give you a stock update? Half of the first kit has actually been allocated now, so there is only half of that stock remaining. If you want it, check those baskets out and grab a hold of it.
So the other little bits that I've got here is I've got a little bit of French wire. So you can see there, that's the little French wire. We tend to sell it on in big reels. If I just get you a section here so you can see what it looks like. I've just cut this one up. So it tends to come in the little packets, and you tend to get about 20 of these in a in a one packet. You're only going to actually use a centimetre each, at the ending of each part. So you're going to use some French wire, and that's going to protect your silk from rubbing on the jump ring or the finding that you're using and wearing through the silk, because the silk is the most vulnerable part of any piece of pearl knotted jewellery, because it's obviously moving it. It's a jump ring. I've also got a jump ring here just to attach my clasp to. Now I tend to always try and use a jump ring rather than straight onto the clasp, because if you don't like the clasp at the end of it, you've got to take it all apart, whereas if you use a jump ring, you just open the jump ring and change the clasp, so it's a lot easier. Traditionally, you would ream your first and last pearl, and reaming means to make the hole bigger to be able to pass the silk through twice. Life's too short for me, so I don't do that.
So true.
I don't do that. So I use a metal seed bead. So we've got some wonderful sterling silver ones on the website and some gold plated ones. A 3mm bead's absolutely fine. And then your tweezers and your pearls. Now I'm using some bigger pearls here just so you can see it a bit clearly on a demonstration. So I've got some silk here, and we do sell this carded silk, and it has the needle already attached. So you can either create your own silk from the reel of silk and then attach a needle, or you can buy these cards of silk. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to pop on is my little metal seed bead. So I'm going to pop that on, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Now the general rule of thumb with how much threading material you actually need is you need double the amount for the length that you're going to make. So if you're going to make a 7-inch bracelet, you need 14 inches before you start of your threading material. That way you can't, because you can't add in. So you can break it off and put a charm in the middle and then start again, but if you're doing a full necklace, you need the whole lot in one go. Okay, so from there I'm going to then add on my piece of French wire. Now French wire can be quite delicate. It's made on a 0.2 wire, so if you squash it, it's useless really. So I try to leave it on the board and try and just feed it onto the needle that way, and that goes all the way down to the end. Now you've noticed I've not put a knot on the end there. We don't need a knot, just make sure it all doesn't fall off the end, or you're going to have to start again. So yeah, it's just keep an eye on it. And then the last thing is the jump ring, or the clasp or the charm, whichever you're going to go straight onto. So that's my sort of like ingredients. Now what this is going to happen now is this little piece of French wire here is going to curve around and create a horseshoe effect onto the jump ring. So what I'm going to do now is, you can see here, this is the tail end of my thread and my needle's in my right hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore my French wire and ignore my jump ring, and I'm going to go back through the metal bead, or the pearl if you've reamed that through, and I'm going to bring that all the way down.
But life is too short.
For me it is. Some people would want a very traditional, not have any metal on there at all. They want just the pearl all the way through. So what I'm doing is I'm just bringing that all the way down, and you can see now as it's starting to get nearer the end, when I give that little pull, you see how that's just curved around now?
Genius!
And it's created a barrier between the silk and the actual metal jump ring.
Yes.
So I've now got two ends of my threading material. So what I'm going to do now to keep this in place, I'm going to do a double overhand knot. So like you would do when you start to tie your shoelaces.
Yeah.
So just bring it round and tie once.
So that's called an overhang knot?
Just an overhand knot, yeah. Or a surgeon's knot, if you do right over left and then left over right. So that's just two, or a granny knot. Do you know it as a granny knot?
No.
So I've just got two little knots there just to keep it in place. Then what you would do is then pop a little bit of glue onto this knot just to hold it as well. So you can either use a hypo cement, which is a precision glue, the E6000, we do both on the website, and the hypo cement fabric glue is absolutely fine. You can't use anything that's like a glue that's super, that kind of glue, because that will make this brittle and it will snap.
Oh, okay.
And it will rot through the silk. It's a very, very strong glue. So something like a jewellery glue or a fabric glue is absolutely fine. Okay, so now we can get on to actually knotting. So I'm going to take my first pearl and I'm going to struggle to find the drill hole. There we go. I'm going to take that all the way down to that first knot. Now you can see, if I could show you there, can you see how that silk's filling up nearly all that drill hole? So I know when I put the knot on one side, it's actually going to stay on one side. It's not going to fall through. So I'm going to take that all the way down to my first knot. Okay. Now knotting with tweezers, and just take that out of the way just so you probably see it a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another overhand knot. So it's exactly the same as what I did before, but this time I'm going to try and make a bigger overhand knot. Now the bigger overhand knot you can do, the better. The reason for that is if it gets caught on the table as you're knotting, if you do a really small knot like this and it gets caught on the table,
you ain't gonna untie
it's going to pull tight. So if you do a really big knot, if it gets caught on the table, you've got more chance of saving it before it gets to the point where you cry. So what I've done is...
and start from scratch.
That's it, start again. So I've just popped the pearl in the palm of my hand, and I'm bringing the thread all the way around the back of my hand and across to the top, and I've created just a little cross at the top there. I'm going to put my thumb on there to hold it still, and then bring my thread through the back. So I have just created just a normal overhand knot, okay? So I've now got this loop of my knot and across there. I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to go through that loop. So you can see there I've gone through the loop and I'm going to hold on to the top of the pearl just above, so you can see there. So I've gone through the loop and I've held on to the top of the pearl with my tweezers. And all I'm going to do now is just pull that a little bit tighter. So I've actually knotted the tweezers on top of the pearl. So what I'm going to do now is take my tweezers out. So my knot's formed now, but I need to slide the knot down the actual silk to make it a little bit tighter. So using the back part of my tweezers, I'm just going to push that knot down. So I've actually pushing the knot down on top, and I've there got my first knot in place. Okay, so I'm now going to take my next pearl and pop my next pearl in place. And this is, although it's repetitive, what I always say is, we have a little saying on the workshop, every knot matters. Because if you sort of like lose your concentration and the knot comes too far away, you're going to see the gap. So you need to make sure that every time you do a knot, you sort of like really, you don't have to concentrate on it, but you just give it a little bit more attention than you would if you were just threading beads onto your wire. So again, I've created my overhand knot. So I've got my loop there, so I'm going to go through my loop and hold on to the top of the pearl at the top, pull that silk nice and tight, and then I'm going to rest it on my finger, take my tweezers out, and then just push that knot down. And you can see now how there's no wiggle room on that pearl at all. It's actually in place, because pearls do need restringing every 1 to 2 years, depending on the weight and the size of the pearl.
So it's only one knot?
It's just one knot, that's all you're doing. That one knot will just hold in place.
It looks a lot more.
Yeah, no, it's just the one knot that's going to... And the way that you knot with the tweezers rather than the knotting awl, you create a larger knot because you're creating the knot on the side, whereas with the knotting awl, you create the knot so this one you're going to create the knot like sort of horizontally. Yeah. With the knotting awl you create the knot vertically, so it's a smaller knot when you create with a knotting awl than it is with the tweezers.
With a knotting
awl.
Awl.
AWL. Yeah, it's just all it is like a darning needle type thing. So it's just a really smooth pokey tool. Do you like so all the card crafters will know what a pokey tool is. So it's just something that will stick into your bead mat like that you can create your knot around, and you pull your knot tight around there like this, and then that's how you would knot with a knotting awl. So, but you'd need something like a macrame board or a kumihimo board, something like that to create this to stick in. So again, I've popped my next bead in place. I've got my little loop there, so I come through the loop, hold on to the pearl at the top. Now there's no gap between my tweezers and the pearl. If there's a gap, there'll be a gap when you knot it. So it has to be tight onto the top of the tweezers.
So even if you pull it down, it's going to have the gap there?
Yeah, it's still going to have a gap. So as the knot's formed, I don't know how, can you see there how the knot's formed? It's actually sat on top of there.
Yes, yeah.
So all I'm going to do now is just slide, and I hold it upright like that. And the reason why I hold it upright is let gravity actually help push that down. Now if you have got knotting tweezers, these are incredibly sharp. You saw how they just stuck in the board there. Yeah. If you catch that on the silk, you could start to shred the silk, and you could snap that silk. So just be very careful when you're pushing the knot down that you're using this rounder part here. So again, when you're using your round nose pliers, just go to the wider part and just push down so you don't actually slide into it.
That's good advice.
So have I got time just to show you how to finish finish off.
Do we have a time? Yep.
Yep.
Can I ask a question as well?
Yeah, of course
Does
you
it
can.
matter about the shape of the pearl? So if you've got Keshi pearls, you could do the same thing as...
Yeah, you can knot. Traditionally, if your pearl is under 4mm in diameter, you would knot every third pearl, because what will happen is you'll get your knots will be the same as your pearls. So you'll get too many gaps in your... So it'll be pearl knot, and it'll just look too gappy. So traditionally, every third pearl on a 4mm pearl or smaller is knotted.
Brilliant.
If you're using a gemstone, you must make sure that the gemstones fit onto your knotting material the same as your pearl does.
Yeah.
So the only things I would never suggest you knot on silk are diamonds and Swarovski, because they will cut through the silk. Because they are diamonds are, as we know, so very, very, very sharp. You know, if they can be. And Swarovski is a cut glass, so you just have to be a little bit careful with that. If you're using things like an Eslon or a nylon base cord, that's absolutely fine. But with silk, you can't use that at all. Yeah. So if you're to use something like the rose quartz, say, both have got to fit onto your threading material, and the knot's got to stay on the outside of one of those. So if you want to sort of like sandwich a rose quartz in between two pearls, that's absolutely fine. I mean, traditionally, the other reason why you knot pearls is because the outside of the pearl is quite fragile, if you like. And so it just stops them rubbing against each other and damaging each other. But, you know, it's... I think you'd have to wear them a long time and have them really close together for that to happen. So if you want to put a gemstone in there, that's absolutely fine. So to finish your piece off, so you'd carry on going till the end of your piece. So to finish your piece off, you pop your last pearl in place, but you don't actually knot it in place, okay? So I've got my last pearl there, but it's not knotted in place. I'm then going to do the same as what I did to start with. So I'm going to put on my metal seed bead, or your sterling silver one, whichever you're using, or your pearl. A piece of my French wire, and this is going to be the teeniest, tiniest little bracelet ever, and then my gem ring. So I've got the same sort of like list of ingredients that I had before. So starting with my small seed bead, and then I've got my French wire and my gem ring. What I'm going to do now again is come back through just the metal seed bead just by itself. So don't try and come back through these two, or they're going to fall off. So back through the metal seed bead. I might have to lift it up for a second just so I can get this needle through. And these carded silks are absolutely fantastic because they've got the needle already on there, so it's a lot easier to sort of thread that through. So that's going to go all the way through, and then what I'm going to do is bring that all the way down to the bottom again. So again, you can see that's just about to sort of like curl over. And you just have to give it a little helping hand. So I've now got the same as what I started at the beginning, but as you can see now, I've only got one silk here, so I can't really tie my double overhand knot because I've only got one silk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Now silks and Eslons, and if you're making your own silks, are actually basically twisted round together. So if I just unravel there, you can see it's starting to go into two places. So it's gone into two elements. So if I lift this up off the desk and let that, and this is the only reason why I pearl knot, so I can do this, because this is my favourite part. Is it? Yes, pearl knotting. Just spinning it around. I then have both sides then that I can do 2 overhand knots on one side and 2 overhand knots on the other. I've got the same size and shape knot that I had all the way through, so I haven't got any anomalies in my sort of like pearl knotting. If you're using, like I say, an Eslon tends to be wrapped on 3, so you'll have 2 on one side and 1 on the other. If you're making your silk from the silk reels and you've started with 10 sort of like lines of silk, just put 5 on one side and 5 on the other. And then again, you're just going to pop your other knot on the other side, and then pop your little dab of glue. When you're gluing your silks or your Eslons or whatever you're going to glue, make sure when you put your glue on that you put the glue on the actual knot. But if you glue up the sides as well, when you cut through that, you're not going to get a halo of fuzz, okay? But what you can do, and what I have done on the bracelet, is I put a crimp cover over that first and last knot as well. So it looks like you've got two metal beads. But that's how easy pearl knotting is.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much,
That's
my
no
lovely.
problem.
Now I'm going to go from pearl knotting to beading. And this would be ideal if you've got seed beads, particularly. I've got a sticky bead mat, extra large. I've not seen one of these before.
They're fantastic. Have you never seen one?
No.
You're going to be amazed.
Oh, they're sticky?
Very sticky.
Can I take this out? Ooh. Oh, it's like... That is brilliant. Now, I've got a good quantity of these. This is very similar to, you know, when you have the glasses holders for your car.
Yeah.
So you pop it on your... Obviously, don't pop this on the dashboard. So it's not sticky, it's just got a slight... It's like a wet plastic, isn't it?
But if you
so I'm just feeling it.
The best thing about this is it's exactly the same as your beading board, so you've got all your letters on there, so you can put some things on, and they literally...
I need one of these.
So you've got the grooves there as well, but it means that...
Well, it's a beading mat as well,
yeah, it's a beading mat, so when you pick it up, they actually stay. So you can see they're staying where they're supposed to be staying. They're not rolling off like they would if it was a foam beading mat.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it starts to get a little bit less sticky, all you need to do is wash it with some washing up liquid and some water, a little bit like the, do you know the sticky one that you used to throw at the wall and they walk down the wall? Same sort of material as that, but you've got everything on there the same as your beading board. You've got all your centimetres, your inches, and then you've got your bracelet one at the top, and then your area at the front. But they're absolutely fantastic. They're great for travelling as well.
I was going to say, the material they've got, you could roll that up.
Yeah,
that would be brilliant. So £9.95. They are brilliant. So they've got all the bits that you'd expect on a beading board, all your measurements. And it's sticky, and it's a mat.
And they've got the same on the other side, like, I didn't see that.
Oh, yes, you do. Slightly different on the other side, so if we do that, you have got measurements on there.
Yeah, oh, you've got like a ruler on either side.
There you go. Double-sided. Love it.
I think that's brilliant.
I love the feel of it. I'm sorry, I'm just constantly touching it.
It's nice to squidge.
It is really good.
It is squidgy.
It is, like, it just reminds me of one of those hands.
Yeah. This one does need washing. This is our studio sample. This one does need washing, a little bit of washing up liquid.
Bit of TLC on there, little love and care.
Because they will have a little bit, you know, obviously there's dust in the air and things like that, so they will get less sticky, but all you need to do is just give it a little wash. And it'll be just as wonderful as it was before.
That's brilliant. Loving it. £9.95. That's a great Christmas gift or a great treat for yourself as well. Love it. Now, I am going to go straight to a star buy because, believe it or not, there's not much left in time. Star buy. It is star buy time! So I have got for you the very last of the star buys. Label. Oh, moving the sticky. Now these are brilliant. So we're now looking at, let me just get this. Oh, hello, I'm just dropping boxes everywhere. This is a selection of antique copper plated brass earring posts and butterfly backs. And I love these because you've got your little jump ring at the front there. So you've got the stud element here, and then you've got this that you can actually attach something to. So if you've got maybe a briolet shape, that would look beautiful there, little briolet topaz maybe. Love, love, love the look of that. They're fabulous, aren't they? You are actually getting 10 pairs in this pack. 10 pairs. Do you like these, my lovely?
I do. They match beautifully with the first kit.
I was thinking that.
With the wire from the first kit.
I'm also thinking it'd be nice to attach the pearls from the second kit in there as well.
Yeah.
And it's really easy because you have got that little hole. I'm also thinking it'd be nice to have chains hanging down.
Yeah, and you can have like quite a heavier gemstone on these because you've got the butterfly backs.
Yeah.
So they stay in your ear.
Yeah.
More securely.
£5.95 for 10 pairs. £5.95 for 10 pairs.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is less than 60 pence a pair, isn't it?
Can you imagine them with the emeralds?
Oh!
Those beautiful emeralds.
Colourway. That is amazing. Da-da.
I love that combination. That's lovely.
It's fabulous,
really
isn't
like
it?
that. Or with the labradorite as well.
Ooh. The big. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's although it's a big gemstone, because you've got a post and butterfly back, it will hold in your ear.
There we are.
If it was a shepherd's hook and you had longer hair, it could pull out because of the weight of the gemstone.
Yeah. Well, there we are. I love the fact you're getting so many pairs as well. 10 pairs.
Yeah.
In a pack. That's a really good amount, isn't it? You've got oodles you can do with them. I'm really loving the colour as well.
They're more steampunky, aren't they? So
Yes.
if you were doing your steampunk-inspired jewellery, these would be absolutely perfect. So you've got all the cogs and the antique bronze wire as well, because that always reminds me of steampunk-esque jewellery.
There's also quite a lot of like sepia colours coming into weddings as well. And if you're looking at more of the almost forest-style weddings, it's very much the greens, and it's very much those sort of autumnal burnt metal kind of look. Really love it. Love it, love it.
They'd be beautiful with the Laguna agate that we had earlier.
Well, this one isn't Laguna agate. This is from earlier on. I don't think I've still got them. No, I don't. But these are the ones from earlier on. These are not the Laguna ones. These are the brown agates. They're beautiful, but again, it still goes beautifully with it, doesn't it?
It does.
Mookaite would go really lovely with it as well.
Rose quartz will go lovely with it.
Oh, good call. Absolutely. Love it. Well done if you managed to get a hold of those. Now, I am going to leave those final few there with you because I want to bring to you as many items as I possibly can in the last 20 minutes. Fast-paced and furious. How about... Translated, you know the resin that you were talking about?
Yes.
This would be perfect for cerulean, for resin that could potentially be relaunched at a point in the very near future. At 925 sterling silver as well. Again, you do not expect to see 925 sterling silver. You often see this as a base metal, so it would be brass or it would be copper. No, this is 925 sterling silver. So if you want the high-end pieces, this would be perfect. I mean, look at the finish on that, apart from my fingerprints, which I apologise for profusely. But you could stamp the back of that quite easily, quite happily. Use cerulean and Swarovskis on there, or resin. We're going to go straight to the price point on this one, though. It's not much time available. There's not very many of these available either. So fast-paced and furious, 925 sterling silver at one incredibly low price. 4.7 grams of sterling silver in this.
And it's a really deep pendant tray as well, so if you were using your resins, you can get quite a few layers of resin in there before it's going to obviously spill over the top. If you're thinking of your cerulean or your polymer clay, that would be beautiful. But I'm just imagining saying about weddings, if you had a piece of your veil or lace, you could put that in there and then just put your resin over the top so it's encapsulating a memory.
That's really lovely. That's a gorgeous idea, actually. Love it. Now, I'm going to leave those there with you. Oh, hello, I'm dropping them. We are going to bring you another heart. But this time, it's a bezel connector. There we go. So again, go along with that theme. So you've got the two rings one on either side, so you can connect it quite happily, make it into earrings or a pendant. And again, it's 925 sterling silver. We've got a better quantity on these ones than the previous ones, but I think they're going to go just as quickly because the quality, again, is outstanding. And again, it's got so many different uses.
Yeah, it has, yeah. I mean, I would love to see that just with them stamped in the middle and nothing else in there.
Keep watching the price. Just a second, sorry to interrupt. £2.95 for sterling silver. £2.95? What?
I couldn't get a sandwich in the motorway services yesterday for that. My sandwich was more
Do you know,
than that.
it's painful, isn't it? It's painful when you go, ooh, lunch or sterling silver?
Sterling silver.
Sterling silver. Which one lasts longer? Sterling silver. Which one looks better? Sterling silver. Which one doesn't make you feel bad when you've eaten it? Especially if it's laced with lots of mayo. Please don't eat your sterling silver. Do not eat your sterling silver under any circumstances. That is really, really bad. However, do get a hold of it at this price. That is amazing.
It is. And if you have got Sarah Loon and polymer clay and things like that at home, you know, at £2.95 to have a go and to pop it into some sterling silver elements, that's it's a beautiful little gift.
Zoe, our guest designer, has got 3 of these. Well done, lady. Loads of you are multi-buying as well. So I've got Kay with 3, I've got Collection from West Yorkshire with 3, Jackie in Northampton, she's got 3, Anne's got 2, Collection in North Yorkshire's got 4. There is only about 40 remaining now, and that's it. So well over half the stock has gone. That is fabulous and ridiculously low price. Ridiculous. Even as a pair of earrings, that's still an amazing price.
Yeah.
Less than £6 and you can get a pair of earrings. Obviously, you've got the addition of whether you're using Cerulean or resin or...
But you wouldn't have to, because you could turn them around the other way, because you've got that mirror polish on the back.
Now, you do have your 925 on there, though, on this one.
That would still be fine with me, yeah. And you could use them either way around.
There we are. Love it. Absolutely love it. I think that's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Now I'm going to leave those final ones with you. Good luck. Now, what will I bring you next? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I've got Diamante... I've got Diamante buttons here. Amelia! I'm going to blame you for everything now. I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm calling her to help. You all right down there? Thank you. Thank you. Do you want me to throw it for you to fetch? She's offering me a stick. What do you want me to do with it? I am not repeating that one. Wow! I don't know what to say after that. So, Diamante button crystals and faux pearls. Well, that could have been painful, couldn't it? You've got 2 in a pack on here, and they are buttons, so if you have a look at the back, they look great, actually. There's a whole load of cushions that I've seen recently, which look really beautiful, which are sort of tapered to the middle, and then you've got something like this in the centre, and they look really lovely.
They do. I think these were sort of launched when Kaleshna did her, I think, the Kanzashi flowers.
Yeah.
So when you fold ribbon, and then she sort of like melts the ribbon together, and then sews them all together. So they create like a rosette, and then these go into the middle. But these have been lovely as like in your seed beaded designs as your little fastener.
Yeah.
So you could do a little loop of seed beads and have that as your toggle clasp.
That's a really good idea. Gorgeous idea. Now, we're going to bring the price in on this one and then move swiftly on so I can squeeze some more in. £2.95, and you are getting 2 in a pack. They're really lovely, aren't they?
I would sew those onto my coat as well. I would take my normal buttons off my coat and put those on.
I am wondering as well if you could attach them to earring. backs
Yeah, probably could.
and have them as earrings.
Or cufflinks. They'd be lovely as cufflinks.
Oh, they would.
All you'd need is a little T-bar.
That's full-blown sparkle right there. Loving it, loving it. Now, there is a small quantity of those, so definitely get a hold of those ones as soon as you can. Don't leave them to the end of the show on that one. Now, next up, hello. Heart-shaped drill beads. Now, very limited. 28 of them available, that's it. You are getting 3 in a pack. Hello, Sparkle. Sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. AB crystal heart-shaped drilled beads, 12 millimeters. They are gorgeous, aren't they? What would you do with these?
I'd be using these with my shibori, because these are part of their sew-on range, if you like. But you can put a jump ring through there and have that as a connector as well. But I would be putting this with my shibori ribbon.
Ooh,
definitely.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. They've got a gorgeous array of colours.
With these ones as well, sometimes when you put the black behind them, you get a different lighting, you'll see a different. They go more blue, and then you take the black away, and they get more colour through them. It's they're really
You can see a
unusual.
difference, can't you?
So you can see the blues when you've got a different background.
Love that. £6.95. That is an amazing price, and to get 3 of them as well. They are really substantial sizes to them. Really substantial. £6.95, a really good quantity of these ones. So if you do want to multi-buy, you are more than welcome to. I love the purples that come through there. They're really beautiful, aren't they? Love it. Absolutely love it. I love the backs as well. Really sturdy backing to them. Now, next, I'm going to bring to you... Oh, hello. She says dropping them. I've got a pendant for you. Oh, this one's gorge. Gorgeous. Goodness me. Take a look. Pear shape beauty. Faceted pear-shaped pendant. There is only 28 of these, I'm afraid. So whereas the previous one we had a good quantity, this one we have hardly any. Love, absolutely love this. We're going to come straight in on the price on this one. £3.95. That's amazing, isn't it?
Very good price.
That is amazing.
I'm sure if you saw that in their shops on a chain,
yeah,
it would be
lot
probably
more
have a
£3.95.
one in front of it.
Yeah, yeah. That is incredible. The size is huge. Absolutely huge.
Did you ever see the chainmail chandelier that I made for the chainmail projects?
No, I didn't.
If we'd have had Swarovski, then I'd have used these on the bottom of my chandelier.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
These off, and this is it. I mean, they're so affordable at £3.95. Get more than one, and actually, if you want to do home decor with them, go for it. Go for it. Grab what you can. Now, very, very, very quick on those ones. I can't guarantee everyone's going to get one. I'm going to squeeze one more in. Which one shall we bring? Oh, can I? Now, I've got number 7 here is a smaller one of the hearts. Can we still do that? So this one is a smaller bezel heart. Again, it's 925 sterling silver. Got a really good quantity of these ones as well. Love, love, love this. If you want to know it's 925, twist it round. You can see that stamp on the bottom there. It's 12 millimeters, so it's the smallest of the sizes. We're just going to bring that price straight to you. £2.95. Tiny price. Amazing opportunity. Again, you can use it with so many different things. So many. All you need to do is hop on that phone line and grab a hold of them. Or, of course, go to the website, which is allthewsjewellerymaker.com, and check your baskets out. I do like these.
I'll be getting these if there's any left. I'll be getting quite a few of them.
There we are. It is worth getting a hold of. Definitely worth getting a hold of. Oh, hello, I'm dropping it. I'm sorry. At least you know it's sturdy and it's durable. There we are. So that's a good thing. You could actually put a little picture in there, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could put a picture in there, but what I do with resin is I put horse hair, dog hair, human hair, you know, anything, memories basically.
So it's sentimental.
Yeah, it's sentimental jewellery, yeah, so it's sort of like keepsake jewellery, what I make, and these are absolutely perfect for charms on bracelets and, like you say, little earrings.
Yeah. Oh, I need to go and have a look now and see if I've still got my bezels. Don't know, nearly half the stock has actually gone on this. It's been so long. I know that my resin had actually, it's been so long since I'd used it that I need new resin. Definitely need new resin. And more bezels as well.
And there will be a DVD coming out with it as well.
Now we're going to leave those there with you because it is, of course, very close to the end of the show, and I would like to bring you my star buy. Star buy time. Oh, these are pretty. These are not what I was expecting at all, actually. There are 70 of these available. Can you, well, I was going to say, can you guess the gemstone, but it's actually already on the screen. So, don't look at the screen. Can you guess it? Don't look at it. Can you guess the gemstone? I think you already know. 230 carats of ruby and sapphire. Now, I want to double check. Is there any treatment to this whatsoever? Because it doesn't look like it. It is gorgeous. Oh, yes! Natural. That was quite aggressive, wasn't it? It is natural ruby, but we do not normally get natural ruby and sapphire together like this. And goodness me, that colour combination is amazing.
It is, it is. I would separate them though, personally.
Would you?
I would take the sapphires away and I'd take the rubies away because I can see those rubies colour match and those sapphires colour match beautifully.
Yeah.
I can see two really dark pigeon blood red rubies there that would make amazing earrings.
Now we are going to bring the price in straight away because time is ebbing from us. So it is going to be an incredible opportunity. There are 70 chances available. It is a beautiful colour combination and it is so worth considering getting a hold of them. It really is. I mean, the quality of every single one of these is absolutely fantastic. I mean, can we just see this one ruby here? Because it's so beautiful that it's almost got chatoyancy to it. I mean, look at this. Look at this. That is almost a star ruby, isn't it? Look at that. It's almost like is it Truva? The pinpoint? That is remarkable. And if you look at this one, you've got something different in every single one. And then you've got your sapphire there as well. I know you said you'd split them, and yeah, I can see that being. Oh, look, there's another one there. Look at that. I'd want to keep them together just because it's so unusual to see them together that it's actually really nice to have them side by side. Of course, they are brother and sister if you think about it. Ruby and sapphire are technically the same gemstone. It's just that ruby is red. It is what the name has been given to the red sapphire. They're both corundums. They are stunning in every way. A perfect combination, whether you split them or whether you keep them together. That is magical, isn't it?
Imagine a beautiful sapphire ring just with one. Just one of them made into a very simple ring. But, you know, if you use sterling silver wire, that's a beautiful piece of jewellery that you're going to create just with one of those stones.
Absolutely. And there's a good quantity on here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 6, 8, 10, that's 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that's 42, 4, 6, 8, 49. 49. Can we just work this out? 49. How much is it per gemstone? £1.14. That is amazing. I'm going to leave that there with you. Good luck. I do wish you all the best on that one because the quality is gorgeous. Do check those baskets out. And don't forget you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So if you want to get it home and have a look at it before you make that final decision, you are more than welcome to. Thank you for an amazing show. It's been a pleasure.
It's been great.
Fleur!
Loved it.
Fleur! Fleur! Answer your phone. Fleur! Yeah. Fleur! Fleur! So when are you back with us, my lovely?
Wednesday mid-show.
Wednesday mid-show. And what will you be doing on Wednesday mid-show?
I've got sterling silver jump rings in both kits. And I've got some lovely pink sapphires and some tanzanite in one kit as well. And pearls.
In the kit?
Yes, in one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And when is your next workshop?
The 27th of October, I think, and it's pearl knotting for beginners. So
there we are. So go to the website and have a look at that and get yourself booked on that course because that will be amazing. Now, I want to say thank you very much to each and every single one of you for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure. I want to say a huge thank you to you because you're just amazing and gorgeous in every way. And yeah, I don't know when I'll be back, but hopefully it'll be very, very soon. It has been a pleasure. Get yourself a nice cup of cocoa, tuck yourself up in bed, or just watch TV. It's up to you. Love you. Mwah.
Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend with us £4.95, you will get a free welcome pack. That welcome pack will give you